Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Here we go, guys.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds, BF Bobby Hicks.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
I light a candle, I pour the vino. I am the love fruit, the avocado. I do a sexy dance, then I rub your back. I'm the ripple skinned aphrodisiac. I know Spanish, cause I'm from Mexico. Hey mamacita, donde español? That's the Spanish word for bathroom, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I look sexy on a cutting board. But don't bruise me, cause I'm the love fruit.
An avocado.
I'm from Mexico.
An avocado.
Green and sexy girl.
An avocado.
I'm an avocado.
He's an avocado.
I'm an aphrodisiac.
An avocado.
I am a greenish black.
An avocado.
A tasty dip, in fact.
An avocado.
I'm an avocado.
He's an avocado.
I'm an avocado.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh. Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
right.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
If you are at a point where you fucking hate being around people, and the thought of being in the company of human beings makes you sick and want to throw up, that is your body and soul's way of telling you it is time to detox yourself from energy-draining motherfuckers. Sometimes being alone and fasting from people is the answer to your mental health problems. So tell everybody to fuck off and take some time for yourself. That is all.
Give your life to Jesus and stop dreaming about penis. You got to pray the gay away. Yeah, pray the gay away. Give your...
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe. And you're here, folks. Welcome to Wednesday, and welcome to The Vibe. But not just any vibe. It is The Vibe Stream Show 308. It is Wednesday. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the week. But it's not just any Wednesday, folks. It's a whack-a-go Wednesday. That's right, folks. This is the one day I kind of put it out there, kind of achieving a goal today here. How's everybody doing today? The biggest goal I go after every day of the week, Monday through Friday, is my goal is to have fun and hang out for 3 hours and create positive vibes with the chat family. And that's what we're getting ready to get down with. I got my bro backstage. I got another bro that's going to be with us later. I got a whole sheet of fun stuff that we can get down with. I got the not so serious news. You know, we're going to do a little sports today because Andrew and I did a little side show for a while there called the Sports Heads. And things got busy. We couldn't do it. But now that Andrew's available on the day side, and I think I'm gonna get him before he kind of falls asleep. I'm gonna bring him in now, matter of fact, before he falls asleep. And I just want to say welcome to everyone joining us today on this Wednesday from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. I am BF. I'm Bobby, but a lot of people call me BF because we got Bobby Nick, we got Bob Levy, we got so many Bobbies, so you can call me BF, but don't call me late for dinner. So we're hanging out here with Andrew today. Andrew's on my show. He's co-streaming on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. And we hang out here for 3 hours a day and have positive vibes. We do fun segments. I got sound bites, sound clips. I got videos and stuff we can play. We're going to have a lot of fun. So welcome to the vibe over here. So I'm going to bring him in now because you're probably curious where he is. He's the man you're waiting for, the man with the plan. He is Andrew the Giant, the human sports sticker. Come on, Andrew.
Hello.
Happy Wednesday, buddy. How you doing, Vinny and Andrew? How you doing, Vinny?
Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, yes.
Vinny's leaving on Saturday, folks.
Yeah. Okay, well that's I mean that's good and bad. You know, it's good to know, but it's also good that you've had this time together. And we do like to fool ourselves in thinking that things that we enjoy are going to last forever, Andrew. Even we know that they're not going to, buddy. But I hope that you guys get the most out of all these visits and all that stuff. How you doing today, Vinny?
It's good. It's good. I'm also a little teary-eyed of the fact of leaving, but if it wouldn't be sad, we wouldn't have had a good time. So
that's true too, right? If you were looking to run out of there, it would kind of been a little different, man. Well, right. I know that I can speak for everybody when I say it's great. You know, everything you've done for Andrew and seeing you together every day, it warms our hearts. And I know we can tell you guys want to be together because we want you to be together. So, but I'm glad you're joining us on the days you can, Vince. Vinny, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I was being brief with you because I got a little serious there for a second there. But how you doing? All right, so good. We got the Florida boys here. Scott told me he's going to be about 20 minutes late, so we'll have Scott Fitzpatrick join us a little later. We're going to do the not so serious news. Hey, Andrew, I have an idea, buddy, because I've noticed a pattern with you since you've been joining me for the day show, buddy. Is that you get a little groggy about this time of the day when you got to sit through the chat family check-in and things like this, right? You kind of nod off during the day.
Yep.
All right. Well, first of all, before you nod off, why don't you just check in and say hello to everybody that's on all of these channels that we're showing BF Live on today.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
It's the Giant 96 over here, and please subscribe to Bobby Friend's channel. Where you at now?
I'm well over 1,000 because of you, Andrew. I'm 1,000. I got about 139th or almost 140th of what Andrew has because Andrew, let's not forget our boy Andrew, he's working his way up to 40,000 subscribers over there on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Yeah. That's just one of his 2 channels. He also does No Filter with Andrew and Friends on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. How much fun did you guys have last night, Andrew, on No Filter? What'd you get down with?
It was a banger.
It was a banger? Good time? Yeah, Vinny?
Oh yeah, he got a little toked up right before the show, so he's kind of flying high.
Oh boy, that's our boy Andrew. That's what he's doing nowadays. He's let's see where I can find. I'll show everybody. Let's anybody. I got a
blunt later today too.
Oh shit.
He needs an updated clip. He's actually on one of his No Filter episodes. We got him holding the joint and
oh boy,
hitting that thing. So gonna have to do some backtracking and get you a nice clip of that.
Yeah, well, you guys are having so much fun for a minute. Let me see, but don't think I don't have nothing now. What about that one? I got that one. How about? Let me see what else I got. You think people don't hook me up with some videos? I know what's going on with Andrew. Let me see what else I got here. and on my little hoppers right here, I had Mad Andrew videos. Let me see. I got, well, it's all the same one with like kind of different endings on it, but there you go. So we got the idea. All right. So I'm glad you guys are with us. So let's hang out for the next 3 hours today, guys. Come on, let's do it. It's the middle of the day. It is the middle of the week, so it's a great part of the week for a lot of people out here. It is May 14th, for those of you keeping track right here, keeping score. It is Wednesday, May 14th. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the week. I'm sitting here with my bros. We got Vinny and Andrew, the Florida guys. Scott will be along a little later. He told me so. Bobby, Nick, you never know, but he always reliable because whenever he wakes up, he always normally jumps in on the vibe. So let's hang out for 3 hours and let's see what happens, folks. And it always starts off with the chat family check-in. So why don't we do that real quick? We're going to do the chat family check-in. We'll get through that. And then Andrew, I think that we're going to do our sports head segment as part of the news. I was going to have you sit through the news and wait for sports heads, but I'm already picturing you kind of nodding off, waiting for sports heads. So I think what we're going to do, after the chat family check-in, we're going to start it off with a little sports heads. All right, so stay awake for that. Now it's time to put the glasses on. I'm going to go over to the chat, and I'm going to run my element, and we're going to get down with a Wednesday, folks. What are you up to today? Are you at home? Are you at work? Do you have leftovers? Are you in line for lunch? What are you doing? You got a ham sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. Let us know during the opening chat family check-in for Wednesday. Today is the 14th of May. Let's go, everybody.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what we do here on The Vibe. You talk amongst yourselves, you talk with us, and positive vibes are created. If anybody wants to help me contribute to this special day today, that is a Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. Come on, there's a link at the top of the chat right here. There's my PayPal preset options right there. Thank you in advance. All right, let's post them up, folks. It's post time for the opening chat family check-in for Wednesday, May the 14th. May the 14th be with you? That's not a thing. All right. Get them in, folks. They're off. And I will say hello to this Space Nerd. She put this in very late last night, guys. When I set up this show today, I put the wrong time in it. And so Space Nerd thought that I was doing a show at like 2 o'clock in the morning, Andrew. So that's why she put that in there like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I had to go in and say, I'm sorry, nerd, that was a typo. Just a guess checks in number 4, but you're number 1 on the vibe.
More than just a guess.
Good morning, just a guess. Pecan checks in. He would have been number 1 had I had that little clerical area from last night. Pecan, my friend, checks in and says, Aguni Gugu begonias. What else did he say? Pecan, unga bunga, gano, and all that good stuff. He's having fun with the emojis, all kind of fun. He's a bro. What do you gano, my friend? Pecan. Let's get a gano going today. And thank you, Pecan, for being the first contributor for my Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. He says, oh shit, we are doing it. Whack-A-Hoser Wednesday and Tickle, or Tickle. Yeah. Or Tickle, thank you. Thank you, let's get it started. For getting the party started, it's Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. Whacking away at the goal and moving on. Thank you, Pecan, for getting it started. Pecan is having fun with the armchair emojis. BF Chang, you see them all right there. Pecan is a member here. Thank you, Pecan, for enjoying those. Then man, bro, you are all active in it. Gifting memberships, increasing the Vibe family right here. And who did I see caught that? What was it? Fax Incognito. I think Fax Incognito. Welcome to the Vibe family, Fax Incognito. What's up, Andrew?
BF.
Yes, sir.
May I plug my PayPal as well?
Oh, to the yeah, buddy.
No Filter Pod for my PayPal. If you want to send
No Filter Pod.
Yes.
No Filter Pod at PayPal.
Yes.
That's okay. There you go. If you want to hook up Andrew with something, we'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hoya says the Reverend Wild Bill checking in from the ATL. Pecan shouts out the Reverend Wild Bill with the Hoya. Terry Nee checks in, flexing it on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel.
Oh, yeah, Terry.
We will have We will have a Terry knowledge break later on in the show. Terry knowledge break. Thank you, Terry Nee. Why aren't you monetized, says Terry Nee on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. I think you're familiar that Andrew has already has the no filter channel. So there's things, Terry Nee. You know, you can't have too much of an empire going on over here, if you will. Good afternoon, Pecan from FJM checking in. Pecan shouts out and Tikal right back to FJM. FJM says, had a damn echocardiogram done this morning. Damn, that gooey stuff all over. Oh, bro, yeah, they hit you with the gel or the stuff. They put all this thing on you.
I got some gooey stuff for you, FJM.
Hi-yo. There you go. You don't want his gooey. There you go. Let's see. Pecan shouts out, FJM, how's your heart? How's your heart? Oh, there's Nerd saying we are doing it, Andrew. Here we go.
Doing it.
She says, Hoya, you Hoyas, and to that we will say all together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nerd.
It's the nerd call with the guys on screen. Heard Hoya from Pecan. Space Nerd shouts out Pecan and says, you had a few wrestling matches last night, Pecan? Yeah, you always got to check out Pecan 420, Pecan 420 right here on YouTube. The link's running in my chat. Go check out all these wrestling matches. They're all these characters in our universe, and you can see you saw my intro at the beginning of the liftoff reel. FJM, the calcified kid, gets shouted out by the nerd. Space Nerd says good morning to me, and I say good morning to you in return. Pecan says, sure did, Space Nerd. Tonight it's Wendy versus Rev Fug Lee in a Hell in a Cell for the ECW title. Where else are you going to see stuff like that? Oh, hell yeah. Wendy right, a wrestling match. You got to go to Pecan 420 if you want to see all these simulated wrestling matches. Or if you're a member on BF Live The Vibe and you see the little Wendy thing, that's Wendy in her wrestling singlet. That's one of the fun emojis you can have fun with here on The Vibe. Nerd getting the laughs going on. Taco Man 8777 says, yo, from Andrew the Giant 96. Say hello to your friend Taco Man there, Andrew.
Hey, Taco Man, how's it going, buddy?
How's it going today indeed, buddy? How you doing? Checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. How about that?
Thanks, Taco Man.
It's raining tacos here. Let's see. Let's continue on here with the vibe. The opening chat family check-in as I try to get that sound going through my board properly. I go on to Just a Guess on the Andrew the Giant channel. He says you're number 4, but I say you're even number 1 over there, Just a Guess. Taco Man says, let's go. He's ready for positive vibes. Bobby Nick and the Avocados getting shouted out by Pecan. FJM says, waiting to see what they say and put on my chart. FJM getting the love and the prayers and support from Pecan. Speaking of love, prayers, and support, Big Sis, I don't know if you got your phone going or anything, but if you remember the other day, my sister came in and asked for prayers and positive vibes for her back surgery. I understand it was about 5 hours yesterday, and my understanding is that she came through it really good, so I'm hopefully, shout out to my big sis, Kathy Linder. Love and appreciate you. I don't know if you're in the chat today, but all positive vibes, and we're all thinking about you today, big sis. Good afternoon, Space Nerd from FJM. Oh, that was very nice. Hey, you want to say that on solo? Shout out my sister.
Love you, Kathy.
I know, Kat.
For your love and support and messages. Even on Facebook, sending me stuff for sports and it's and everything. She's into this too, believe it or not.
I know, man. I didn't expect my sister to be into this, you know. She only kind of found out after I started doing shows about this whole podcast world, but she really's gotten into it, toes and all, and she loves her some Andrew, and I'm not surprised at all, Andrew, that she sent you private messages, because I know she really cares about you. Let's see. Thank you, Pecan from FJM. You're welcome, FJM from Pecan. Widow Killer checks in with positive vibes on a Wednesday. I just posted the new trailer for Superman movie in Discord if you're interested, BF. All right, well, we'll talk about that, and we're talking about movies. I just saw the other day, the Thunderbolts the other day. And for those that went to the movie and kind of know that Bob, it's not just a reference to me in here, although I am the Bob in Thunderbolts. You got to go see Thunderbolts, aka the new Avengers. Well, maybe we'll talk about that. Thank you, Widow Killer. Talk about the new Superman movie. Widow Killer Hoya from Pecan. Pecan shouts out Andrew and the Andrew emoji and shouts out Vinny.
Thank you, Pecan.
There you go. That's right, because Andrew has an emoji. Woo, you got the woo over there or something. Was that a Ric Flair woo? What was that? Did Vinny pinch your ass? What was that?
No. I tried doing this cut.
Oh, okay. The cuckoo call. Okay, for Pecan. There you go. Because he normally does it for Bobby Nick. Tikal or Tikal, everyone, from the pig. Hey, you fat pig. Checking in on Wednesday on the Vibe. How you doing, buddy? What's up today? Vinny. Andrew, Space Nerd shouts you out.
Hi, Space Nerd.
Here comes Reenie checking in with those positive vibes. Hi, Andrew.
Hi,
Vinny. Myself and the chat family. How you doing on a Wednesday? Reenie gets the Hoya from Pecan. Poked up, says our friend, Space Nerd. Oh, LOL. Hey, Hoya, Reenie from Space Nerd. Hoya Pecan from Reenie. Hoya the Fat Pig from Space Nerd. Hoya Nerd from Reenie. Space Nerd from Tikal from the Fat Pig. Stachunkster checks in, contributing to Whack-A-Go Wednesday, increasing the size of the Vibe family. And look who he caught with this, but the one and only Testicle Tiger.
Hey.
Thanks for helping me whack that goal. Thank you, guys. Well, wait a minute. Did I catch another one? We did. He did another one. Wait a minute. Afternoon, guys, from FJM. Hoya chat from Johnny A checking in with the dab. He's dabbing it. He's having it. He's screwing it. We're doing it.
Doing it.
Yes, we are. Hiya, Johnny A. I'm sorry. I have no sound on my end. Okay, Stachunkster. We will talk. Hello, Stachunkster. Thank you, Stachunkster, for the gifted membership. Here we go. Thank you, Stachunkster. Terry Nee checks in and says, more like rain 14th. Yeah, Terry. He's in my general area. It is kind of gloomy in here, but I got you guys. It's corny. I got sunshine on a cloudy day with my chat family. Yes, it is. It is kind of gloomy in here. It's kind of hard to get your head out of the clouds around here where I'm at. On the East Coast of the United States.
Can't relate over here.
Come out here with your Florida weather shit. So Chunkster, he was already generous contributing to Whack-A-Go Wednesday. Thank you very much. But look who caught this, Andrew. The one and only Wendy, a.k.a. Banana Man, caught that. Whacking the goal on a Whack-A-Go Wednesday. Thank you, guys. I really count on your support to continue doing this. The Nightbot is running their links right there. It's the Chunkster Hoya from Pecan. Let's see who else we got here. We got Johnny A getting the Hoya from Pecan. We got Reenie getting acknowledged from FJM. There's 100 proof podcasting link for Rumble. PC or P. What we got? P. What we got? Hoya Pecan. Pecan. There you go. From Johnny A. That's from Chunkster. That's Hoya Pecan. Hoya FJM from Reenie. Hi, there's the Chunkster from Reenie. Johnny A says, great NXT match, says Johnny A. He sounds like he's checking out Pecan 420 and checking out these matches over there on Pecan 420. I was really excited. Oh, you were really excited about last night, nerd? I'm sorry. You know, I wake up from my fog and sometimes I don't enter all the data in properly. So you thought I was doing a show at 2 a.m. in the morning. Hi, Reenie from the Chunkster. Get high afternoon. I see you backstage. Don't tempt me with a good time. Well, considering now that we're right on time with this, with the great NXT match, I'll give you the one and only, the NXT champion. He's still got the belt. Here he is. He's my friend. He's yours. He's the prop mentor, Scott Fitzpatrick. Booyah. Here he comes.
So huge. So big.
So big, so huge. Scott Fitzpatrick coming in. They mentioned NXT, and look who I got. I got the champion himself. How you doing, Scott?
Been, up a little late last night celebrating the successful championship. I don't know how to talk wrestling jargon.
as to where Cyrax, he does it natural, bro. Like everything he says, even when he wants breakfast in the morning, he's like, "Hey mom, make me some bacon and eggs." Everything he says sounds like wrestling. You can't pull it off though, buddy. Yeah,
no,
that's right. How about this? You got to beat the man to be the man. That's what you got to be. You got to beat the man to be the man. That's the one. So
I'm a little late trying to go with the ladies because the champ, NXT champ, is still here.
There you go. See, he's going. Andrew will teach you some wrestling smack talk. Well, Scott, you notice the pattern here with Andrew on the day side is that by the time I get through the news, my boy is nodding off. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. I'm trying to get to the end of the opening chat family check-in, and I'm going to start off doing some sports today. We're going to do sports heads so we can catch Andrew on the wake while he's awake.
Right on.
All right, you were really excited about last night. I'm sure everybody's going to say hello to you now. Get high afternoon. Happy 81st birthday to George Lucas.
I have
Happy birthday, George.
I have my two bros with me.
Oh shit, we got Darren in. Is that Darren in the house?
There.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, oh man, what's good? What's up, D? How you doing, man?
Good.
Fly Guy D coming in for the show today. How you doing? Stopping by for a visit?
Yep.
Awesome, man. Look, we got the whole crew. We got all the Florida boys down here now. Got the whole crew checking in on the vibe in the middle of the day. We got it going now. We're back, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Indeed, Widow Killer. Good know, Reverend Wild Bill. Tyranny, happy to Kyle Wednesday from the Reverend Wild Bill. Space Nerd gets the shout out from the Reverend with the Gano. Space Nerd is looking this way. The YouTube link right there for Psych Labs. Love you guys, says Space Nerd. Love you in return. There's Pecan enjoying the Wendy emojis. What other show are you going to get a Wendy in a wrestling singlet emoji? But right here on the vibe. Pecan 420. There you go. Reverend Wild Bill's having fun of it. Widow Killer says EC Dubs, EC Dubs, EC Dubs, EC Dubs. There's Balls Deep checking in with the dabs right here. Holy cow, thanks BF for the update. Kathy Linder getting the love from Pecan. Balls Deep getting the love from Pecan. Sending healing vibes your way, Kathy, from Reenie. What about the new Voltron movie? Oh, I haven't seen any previews from that, but I like me some Voltron back in the day. We're like a Voltron of podcasting, if you will, right? You put us all together and we create a vibe. This is a vibe here, so there you go. All right. Space Nerd says, gloomy. We have to do that all the time in the Pacific Northwest. Create your own sunshine. Don't steal my sunshine. There you go, Scott. You're getting a shout out love from Pecan right there.
So Pecan, I guess would he be the commissioner or?
Yes.
I guess
he's kind of the Vince McMahon, if you will, of that whole wrestling. I guess he's the boss man. So yeah.
Good guy to know.
Yeah, definitely. Mujib checks in. Mujib Markle checks in and says hi to Andrew the Giant on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel.
Hi.
Hey, doing? Checking out the vibe. This is 3 hours of positive vibes being co-streamed on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Widow Killer says, I just saw this morning that Jake the Snake Roberts had heart surgery yesterday. I hope both Jake the Snake and Kathy have speedy recovers from their surgery. Well, thank you. Everybody that's going through a health situation, whether it be those guys, my sister, or FJM, or our friends, the Chunksta, his nephew, man. We're all positive vibes going out to anybody going through it. I want to join the stream. It doesn't work quite that easy. Darren Hoya from Space Nerd is saying hello to our friend Darren.
Hey.
That's from Space Nerd. Darren, you're getting a shout out love from Pecan.
Darren's getting more love than I am.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. How about that, Scott? Don't get too jealous right away, buddy, because I'll let you know what that is the end of the opening chat family check-in. So maybe there's a little love left for you other places in the show, but that was the opening chat family. Now on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. That's what we do. Positive vibes. This is the vibe. We got the Florida boys. We got an extra Florida guy down here. We got Vinny, we got Darren, and we got the star of the show, Andrew. We got the NXT champion, Scott Fitzpatrick. I'm your humble host, BF, Bobby. Having fun today here on the vibe. Let me show you some fun videos I have here. And then we're going to get on Andrew. Don't fall asleep, buddy, because we're going to do sports heads. So I'm going to warn anybody that's used to the normal pattern of the show. Typically, after we do the chat family check-in, I'll go over and do the news. But Andrew falls asleep during that, so I'm going to catch him while he's awake, and we're going to do a little sports heads segment, and then we'll do the news. But first, I'm going to show you this fun video. I'm surprised. You know what? Everybody has more fun in Florida than we do, Scott Fitzpatrick. Even the dogs. Check this out, brother. Andrew, look at this shit. And Vinny. This is what you do in Florida? Like, look. We got golden retrievers on jet skis. Even the dogs have more fun on the water than we. Look at this. Hey, dog. Hey. How about that? Where else you going to see that? That's a Florida thing.
Looks like he knows what he's doing. Looks like it's not his first rodeo.
Yeah, exactly. He looked very comfortable on that thing for sure. I'm going to let you know that you see these Nightbots running. You got the shout out there, Darren. You got that. There's the P-Cunt link for Nightbot right there. You can click on that and you can go see these wrestling videos that they're talking about and see why Scott is the NXT champion. You can see the YouTube right there for Andrew the Giant 96. How about the 100 Proof Podcasting link for Rumble? And how about this? In the Lounge, Bobby Nick's channel's right there, the Rumble link, and Bobby Nick 1978 right here on YouTube. Is Scott's finisher the Nasty Boys pit stop move where they rub the opponent's face in their armpit? Oh.
When we was kids, I used to take my little brother to Pity City all the time.
Pity City? We're going to Pity City. Come on, we're going to Pity City. Come on. Oh, man, and Pity City. Oh, you know that's rough. It was a rough life. Hi-oh. That's a rough life. Look who's checking in and says, bones up. It's Matt. Bones up to myself and to the Midday Freaks. And I'm always reminded of what Perry Day of the week it is when I see Matt. He is not only he's a mod, the mod for your channel over there, right, Scott?
Yep, brother Matt.
Well, it is Wednesday. I know they're not doing a live Perry, but I imagine they're going to do a premiere tonight, so we can look for that later on. Prop Master, you're getting acknowledgement from Matt right there.
Matt.
P-Cunt, getting there you go right here. Give him Matt, and then Hoya Matt from Space Nerd. All right, well, it is about that time, folks. I'm going to head over to my news desk now, and Andrew, let's start off with a little Sports Heads report. So why don't we do this? All right, I'm going to run this. We're going to start off the news, folks, but not normally do news and then sports. This time we're doing sports and news because we're catching Andrew while he's still awake, folks. So this is our little to start off the show. Before we do the news, it's time to do a little, as soon as I find the element, Sports Heads. Let's get into some sports. That's right, folks. This is the sports part of the show, of the news. This is our Sports Head segment. Andrew, we have 3 stories, and we had some breaking news that I put in the hopper yesterday afternoon. Tell everybody the exciting baseball breaking news.
Pete Rose, the all-time leader in hits, is now MLB Hall of Fame eligible.
Yeah, that's right. So they have reinstated. Let's go to the story now here, Andrew.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Scott, they reinstated. Oh, not only that, let me go to the story because you're not going to, there's another one that's kind of even goes further than Pete Rose that's been reinstated into baseball, Scott. Let's talk about this. Yes, yesterday afternoon after the show, this started breaking, Scott, that the Major League Baseball reinstates Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson, making them Hall of Fame eligible.
Wow.
Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson were reinstated by Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred on Tuesday, making them both eligible for the Sports Hall of Fame after their careers were tarnished by sports gambling scandals. Rose's permanent ban was lifted 8 months after his death and comes a day before the Cincinnati Reds will honor the baseball career's hits leader on Pete Rose night, Scott.
Man.
So that's a little convenient, isn't it? They're like, we got to take the tarnish off of his record before we do this kind of thing, I guess. Manfred, the commissioner, announced Tuesday that he was changing the league's policy on permanent ineligibility, saying bans would expire after death. Under the Hall of Fame's current rules, it appears the earliest Rose or Jackson could be inducted would be 2028. Rose agreed to a permanent ban on August 23, 1989, following an investigation commissioned by Major League Baseball concluded that Rose repeatedly bet on the Reds as a player and a manager of the team from 1985 to 1987, a violation of a long-standing MLB rule. Andrew, so let's talk about this, Andrew. What do you think about this? All right, so tell everybody, Pete Rose is the hits leader in all time in Major League Baseball, right? Charlie Hustle. Andrew's too distracted by what's going on around him.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
No matter.
I knew you was coming.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
He deserves it no matter what his scandals were. I'm sorry I'm that guy, but he has the most hits in the MLB history, most whatever. His stats speak more than his scandals were. I'm sorry to feel this way, but that's.
If I was that good, I'd bet on myself too. So.
Yeah, dude, he was player and manager for a time. He was like the manager of the team, and he played like a position. So, and he bet on the Reds. But Andrew, what do you think in light of, because back in the day, like betting on baseball even for the average guy was seen as like a no-no, and now every major sports league is entrenched in sports betting. Andrew, how do you think that played a role in this decision, in reversing this decision?
I like it.
Yeah, I like the decision too, buddy, but it almost seems like they're like unwinding their hypocrisy. They're like, you know what? We used to be anti-gambling and all that stuff, but I guess they can't be hypocrites now that they're having all these billions of dollars on all this welcoming all this sports betting, and yet they're going to keep him out or whatever. What do you think about this guy? Because he was from our day more, Pete Rose. Do you have any memories of Pete Rose or anything?
I never felt bad about, ugly about Pete Rose and his gambling. It seemed like he bet on himself. I know why gambling shouldn't be in baseball and everything, but it's a shame that. And I always thought, I'm like Andrew. I always thought his career was outshined.
Yep.
That
by the scandal, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And but it's a shame that they wait till he died, man.
Well, and you heard what he said. So now he's coming up with this condition. Okay, well, it's a lifetime ban until death. And that's kind of reasonable, I guess. I guess.
Yeah.
But he's almost like, I think he's kind of using that as an excuse, Scott, because, they want to have Pete Rose nights. They want to acknowledge their heroes. So he's trying to like wipe the slate clean and kind of make it okay to like acknowledge his records and his heroes. But yeah, I agree that he's kind of more known for being a gambler baseball player than being a great baseball player, Scott. That is fair.
Yeah, I do too. And if anything, maybe his career before he got caught gambling, judge that, and then whatever he did after he got caught, then then that goes on that side of the. Or
that's a fair point,
I don't know.
And that's a fair point too, because I think he was through the better part of his career. He was already on to managing by the time a lot of this came to light, if you will. So yeah, that's interesting. Breaking news, Andrew. Did you ever think that was going to happen, buddy? Because he was based on his record, he was deserving of being Hall of Fame eligible.
Did he have 6,000 some odd hits?
Well, let's see. I imagine they got some more details in the article here. Let's read up on it a little bit, Andrew. The Human Sports Ticker. Sports Tickers get their information from Andrew the Giant right here. It says he a 17-time All-Star during his playing career from 63 to 86. Rose holds the record for hits, 4,256. He holds the record for games, 3,500. 3,000 hits, right? Games, 3,562. At bats, Andrew, 14,053 at bats. 15,890 plate appearances, 3,215 singles. He was the National League Rookie of the Year in 1963, 1973 MVP, 1975 World Series MVP, and 3-time National League batting champion. So, yeah, he had a lot of records there, Andrew. Now, it goes on to say that Shoeless Joe Jackson was a .356 career hitter who was among the 8 Chicago Black Sox who were banned for throwing the 1919 World Series. Jackson twice appeared in the Black Baseball Hall of Fame ballot before the Hall changing their rules. So what do you think about the Shoeless Joe Jackson, Andrew? They even went different generations with this rule.
They even threw with the... They even threw the World Series?
Yeah, they threw the game. See, that's the whole thing, right? Because like Scott says, you shouldn't have any problem with anyone betting on yourself to win. But I think the problem comes in, Andrew, is when you can tell your team to like lay down or you do something to cause yourself to lose. Yeah, so they lost on purpose, basically. Yeah,
that kind of did what almost destroyed baseball at the time too, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what history's taught me about it too, Scott. Yeah, is that it was really.
I'm pretty sure the mob has controlled sports and sports gambling for fucking eons. So
yeah, I think that. Yeah,
what's new?
I think that's the story, bro. Is that they were looking for a sure bet, and a sure bet maybe isn't winning. A sure bet is if you tell a group of guys that, hey, don't go out and win it, and I'll know that, and I'll go bet on the other team. kind of thing. So that's kind of wet on with that one. Hey, Widow Killer says, whoa, Joey C must be excited about this. You don't see Joey C much on the air lately anymore, Scott. I haven't heard too much buzzing about Joey C.
Yeah, 2K said something about he's taking a month off or the summer off, maybe it was.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll see him next week.
Okay, yeah, probably. Space Chief 75 says, hey to everybody. Working hard on a lot of projects today, including Andrew's art. It's going to be really cool when I'm done, Andrew.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Love you, Space Chief.
Chief.
Space Chief 75. Check him out on Twitter X right here. Where's my pieces? I got pieces here.
I swear you look like Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
With the hair.
Is it because of Shoeless Joe Jackson's actions is why the Black Sox went out of existence?
Yeah, I don't know if it has anything to do with the name or going from black to White Sox. I can't really say that I recall that part of history, Scott.
The Black Sox?
Yeah, I think that's what that is called when Shoeless Joe Jackson played for him, right?
I've never heard
Black
of the Black
Sox, I think.
Yeah.
Or am I remembering that wrong?
Why they gotta be black? Why they gotta be Black Sox? There's my Space Chief 75 original show art right there. He did it because he wanted to. The man hit me up and he says, BF, I'm going to work up some art for your show. And he gave me that right there. He also did the same thing when we were over there on the Levyverse doing replayables. If you want your own original piece of artwork, oh, hell, Scott, why talk about it when I can play a video about it that we like to do? So let's do it. I ain't going to talk it up no more. I showed you the art. And now I'm going to play you the jam, and we are going to set a vibe on a Wednesday. This is Tyrone Arbro. This is produced by Terry Nee. If you need original art like I just showed you, hit up this guy. He's making Andrews right now. This is Space Chief 75 on Twitter X. No AI.
I really like his art style.
We are just beginning the show today, folks. This is The Vibe, hanging out with Andrew the Giant, hanging out with Vinny, Darren, who's a little bit off screen, Scott Fitzpatrick, and all of you guys. Let's make it a Wednesday. But don't forget to hit up Space Chief 75 on Twitter X. We're going to finish up the sports. I'm going to move on to news and more fun to be had right after this. You want some tattoo art? You want a trusted artist? You can see all of his work right there. You know this guy can draw you some tattoo art. You got a birthday, anniversary, you have a show. You just want to make your own logo for yourself? Space Chief 75, Twitter X. It mesmerizes. You saw it. No two pieces were the same. Space Chief 75, hit him up in his DMs on Twitter X. Slide up in there. Terry Nee says that the Black Sox name was a name given to them for the shame of it. Right? So they cursed them. They kind of turned out like shame. It's like a shameful color. There you go. Let's see. Terry Nee, 100% from Pete Cunt. I know that my friend Pete Cunt is a Cincinnati Reds fan, so I wonder how you feel about the whole Pete Rose thing being a Reds fan. Space Nerd says, I prefer baseball players who run out of the dugout on account of pine tar. Who run out of the dugout on account of pine tar? Let me see. Pine tar, that used to be a thing. They used to have that, work that shit like all the way up. The bat was on their hands. The pitchers had it on their bills. That shit made it everywhere. Space Nerd enjoyed it. So Chunkster says, Space Chief, I think I got to get my Mills dogs done soon. Well, there you go. Go ahead. The missus does those dog portraits. Thanks, BF, Scott, Andrew, Vinny, let's go, and shout out to Terry Nee for producing that video.
That's Space Chief.
Anytime. The George Brett Space Nerd. Pecan, I had a George Brett poster that I kissed. I was like 12, says Space Nerd. Wow. Well, BF the Vibe, I'm disappointed you didn't know who I was referring to. I might not have just picked up on it in real time. Things move fast here, nerd. There we go. Let's continue on with the vibe. All right, let's see what we're going to do. Let's do our second story, Andrew. So, yeah, he's back. How about that? You know, I got Pete Rose, and he went back to the Shoeless Joe Jackson thing. They really went back, Andrew. So, correcting old wrongs, I guess, is what they're doing. I hear a little bloop. I see a little dark screen backstage. So, we're going to be bringing in somebody in a minute. But first, let's do the next story. Hey, Andrew, this is a story about Bill Belichick. Tell everybody about Bill Belichick that don't know.
He might not make it to day one.
All right, so let everybody know what's going on with him. He was the former longtime multiple Super Bowl champion coach of the New England Patriots. I think he took the year off because none of the teams really wanted him to be like the whole coach GM combo. And tell everybody where he's coaching now.
University of North Carolina.
Yeah, University of North Carolina. He's taken over their football program. And ever since he's been there, Andrew, I got to say that I've seen him more in the press in this little bit of time since he's been signed by University of North Carolina than I have in the last few years, buddy, with him and his little hottie granddaughter age girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that young girl, that Jordan or whatever her name is?
Jordan
Hudson.
Did you see Paul Heyman's fiance?
No, I have not yet.
She's 22.
Holy shit. That definitely looks like
game.
father.
Game is game. Don't hate.
Game is game. But I'm just saying, when you know how old some of these guys look, bro, it kind of looks the juxtaposition.
I know Paul Heyman. Yeah, no, I hear you.
Right. You picture Paul Heyman with anybody that's 20 years old, and you just get creeped out, right? If you know who Paul Heyman.
I hear you, man. But sometimes I walk into the bar down the road from where I live, and there'll be like some 60, 70-year-old guy with some 20-year-old girl strapped to his arm, and I'm just really big.
I ain't hating on it. If I was ever an old dude, I'd be out there trying to smash some young stuff too if I had the chance. Well, I wonder if this guy, if he had a chance, if he smashed them young ones, if he would do it. But let's bring him in now. It doesn't matter either way. He's our bro, from the Great White North. He is the podcasting phenom. He's Bobby Nick. Come on.
Hey.
What's up?
Butt cheeks, motherfuckers. Deep butt cheeks.
Deep butt cheeks Wednesday.
I got deep butt cheeks.
That's right. On a whack-a-goal Wednesday. I see you back there. How you doing, Bob? What's good today, buddy?
Oh, not too much, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Hi, Bobby Nick.
Hey, Vinny. How you doing?
I know, and then I think he's been hanging out off the side. Where's our boy Darren at? Not getting in the shot. Where's he at? Is he still sitting there? There he is. Look, we got Darren. Look,
Darren. Hell yeah. Right on.
We got all the Florida boys here, and now we got Bobby Nick. We got Florida. We got Canada. We got it all covered. Hey, Bob, I'm starting out doing sports. I haven't done news yet because Andrew falls asleep during the news. So I'm doing sports first, and then I'm going to do the news, and we'll see if Andrew falls asleep during the news, buddy. But right now, we're talking about Bill Belichick.
The news kind of bores me.
Jesus. That's a hell of an endorsement for my show. Well,
sports me, Andrew. So there you go.
You kind of get met up and fed up though in the middle of the day. I think that contributes a little bit, Andrew. Yeah. Well, let's talk about Bill Belichick. So yeah, he's the former multiple-time Super Bowl champion. He's supposed to be coaching here, but they're saying there's a real chance that Bill Belichick doesn't make it to Week 1. Andrew, why do you think that is, buddy?
Because of his fucking girlfriend blowing up. I don't know if you guys saw this, but she was trying to rush the interview process. Come on, let's go. Being a total cunt. Oops. And
yeah. So like I said, bro, I don't know, my screen froze like that and didn't put us all up there. I'm gonna put up my next story, Andrew. Yeah, so Bill Belichick is down there, and yeah, his girlfriend is kind of mixing it up. And I understand, are they trying to do like a the HBO show about the behind the scenes, Andrew, about that UNC team? The
yeah.
There you go. Hey, Bobby Nick, you're getting the love right there. Let's see, FJM getting the love for laugh out loud for Andrew right there. Hey, Scott, there you go. Andrew tried to do this earlier. Why don't you give it a shot? There you go. Andrew did a pretty good one earlier.
Let's hear Andrews. Andrew, do it.
I can't do it.
Take two. Come on, take three. Take three. We'll keep working on that. We're going to workshop that. I like that, Bob. Like you got him when he reads the member scroll. He's gotten better at reading the member scroll over there on Andrew the Giant.
Yeah.
On No Filter. There you go. We got the Kulu Cuckoos. What's up, you sexy bastards? From Matt checking in. Christian Hughes checking in on Andrew the Giant 96 channel says, heck yeah, it's Mr. Awesome. Hope you're doing great.
Thank you, Christian.
Christian Yu, Andrew is killing it. Too Gay checks in and says, hey, Darren, you sexy beast. From Too Gay.
Hello, Frisco.
Hello, checking in, Darren. There we go. All right. So, Andrew, I don't understand it. You know, normally Bill Belichick, he's been in charge of like the program, like he's been the alpha, he's the dude, he's running everything. But he does seem like he's being led around by a certain body part, Andrew.
His dick.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, he does seem to be, Scott, do you pick up on any of this? You noticing how this young girl's kind of ruling his world and kind of telling him when he should be interviewing and cutting off interviews and shit like that?
Yeah, she's not, and he's kind of known to be when he's in football mode, he's all about football. She probably ain't gonna be liking that.
Yep.
She wants some attention. All of his attention goes to football. She's gonna want some of that attention.
That's a really good point because these guys live this life, man. Like they talk about all the stories, these coaches that are really good. They sleep in the office at night and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you make a really good point, Scott, that what if it gets into a season and he has less time for her?
Yeah.
And then of course she's around all those younger guys, all those young football players and all that stuff. So
yeah, this ain't never gonna last.
This ain't gonna end good one way or the other. But I'm just so surprised considering like how we discussed how he's always been like kind of that in charge kind of alpha dude. But like Andrew said, he's being led around by his penis right now. Let's see, by his dick. And you know it's not going to last, says Space Nerd right there. Terry Nate says, I don't think Belichick cares what anybody thinks. No, that penis is getting servers right there. Terry, not at all, says our friend Space Nerd. So yeah, Andrew, I'm really surprised to hear that such a highly sought out championship coach is there having headlines that's saying that he might not make it to the beginning of the season.
He's not gonna like her putting him in the news either, because he's kind of a quiet dude, wants to.
Well, I'm sure, right, because normally during the year, Scott, like
distractions, he ain't gonna want no distractions.
He didn't even like he tolerated the press conferences, the post-game press conferences, and the during the week press conferences. He tolerated those, but he was never that guy that was always out there like put a mic in my face because I want everybody to hear my opinion. But it seems like she likes being in all the like all you've seen was him arm in arm on red carpets ever since they've been together. It's one event after another, like red carpets and a lot of control in his daily life. Let's see. Paul Heyman's daughter is also 22, so that makes it even weirder, says Widow Killer, about that relationship. His small head is doing all the thinking. You got that right. I don't think he's thinking at all. Andrew, you put a story in our Sports Heads bin about Jason Tatum. Let's do a basketball story, Andrew.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about who Jason Tatum is. Tell them what's wrong with him.
Jason Tatum blew out his Achilles.
Jason Tatum is a NBA player, correct? Andrew, yes, he's listening to something else.
He blew out his Achilles just like Damian Lillard.
Blew out his Achilles, so I'll read the article real quick, and then we'll continue on. We're going to get on to the regular news, but right now we're doing it backwards. We got Andrew during the day, so we start out doing the Sports Heads right here, what we're doing right here on the Vibe. It says Jason Tatum today underwent successful surgery to repair a ruptured right Achilles tendon. No timetable is currently available for his return, but when he is expected to make a full recovery. Further updates will be provided when they're appropriate, Andrew. So what does this do for the team moving forward?
He will most likely miss the 25-26 season.
Wow.
Because it happened like right in the playoffs. So I don't think.
Oh, good point. By the time he gets the surgery and the recovery, him just getting back on the court next year, he probably ain't going to be any good until like midway through the season or at the end of the season next year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You know, Scott, I remember when it used to be when I heard that an athlete, this was like before they had these surgeries, the Achilles was the kiss of death for an athlete. Like that was like a horse. Like you might as well just put him out the fucking pasture back when I was young. You remember that too, Scott?
Yep.
It was like that was the worst injury you could ever hear about back in the day because you at the time they didn't have an effective surgery because that tendon takes so much pressure in your leg. But now, bro, now they do that. Now they recovering from a tendon surgery, the Achilles tendon. But yeah, let's see. Oscar Electric says, Bob, good morning. Bobby, it's me, Oscar. Oscar Electric. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I look forward to hanging out with you all day long.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Yeah.
Go to another day. Matt checks in and says, F Tatum, 100%. Kobe tore his Achilles and took the free throws and walked off the court. Whoa. Nobody has that Mamba mentality anymore. Just hopping around with the Achilles hanging there, Matt, and just taking shots from the line. Bobby Nick, sigs up from your friend Matt checking in.
Smoke him if you got a motherfucker, because that's how we do. That's how we do.
We're doing it.
Deep butt cheeks to you. Deep butt cheeks to you, Matt.
It's a Deep Butt Cheeks Wednesday. It's not only a Deep Butt Cheeks Wednesday.
Matt
it is also
is right.
Why?
Matt is right. There's no tough as nails athletes anymore that pussified and I'm hurt.
Yeah, what's with the acting that LeBron does? Every other video I see him, he's like laying on the floor, writhing around like right, Scott?
Yeah.
Even you've seen him, man. You're not the biggest guy to be like looking at every clip and criticizing it, and you've noticed it.
Yep.
Anybody remember Kurt Schilling?
Yep.
Coachella? What?
Kurt Schilling?
Oh, Kurt Schilling, yeah. You talking about when he ruptured his shit during the game and he bled through his sock?
Yeah, the Red Sox.
Yeah, he bled. Is that what you're talking about, Andrew?
That dude's a gamer.
Yeah, he he hurt himself during the game, bleeding through his sock, and like kept pitching. Let's see. The bloody sock, says the widow killer. Hello, you got a bloody sock there, you do. All right, Andrew. Well, I think we did them. We did Pete Rose. We did Bill Belichick's daughter, and we did daughter. I said daughter. Ooh, Freudian slip. And we did Jason Tatum with the socket. Yes.
I don't blame Kurt Schilling though.
Yeah. Well, that dude, he had worked and he'd been on a couple teams from what I remember back in the day, Andrew, and he pitched a long time to pitch his way into a World Series, and I don't think he was going to give it up for anything in the middle of that game, buddy. So, yeah.
I don't blame him at all for doing that.
I don't blame him either, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to get on with the regular news that we do here, because I did it in reverse order because we started out, that was a little sports hit. That was just our sports head segment, but you are watching and or listening to the Vibe 308 show. This is Wednesday. You know, I guess I should have included this, but I like to play little videos of stuff in between. So here's a little extra sports right here, guys. What do you think about a little mini? The other week I showed you those two little Asian, the little brother and sister going at it with the gloves. But this is actually in a cage. We guys ready? What about you think about some junior MMA? Hey, he looks like he's 40. Look at that dude. That little kid looked like he was 40. That dude looked like he was a business executive. Look at this dude. He looks like he got a job in a 2-car garage and everything. Look. Ready? Let's get it out. What's up, Don? Checking in. There we go.
Да, ударки получены. Ярали, мы видели его тренировки. Активно тренируется по боксу.
You're a big shame to your family. You're a big shame to your family.
Габилова.
Кайдинелі қолмұрат бәлкім күрес көретін шығар, қалай болады? Құлаштай болғанын көріп отырмыз. Салмақ жағынан да басымдық бар қолмұратта.
Beat your ass. I got a house payment, fool. I got house payments. I got a mortgage. I got car insurance. I'll whip that ass. Yeah, look at Widow Killer says, I'm going to start training my niece for this. That's as soon as she starts walking, once she starts walking there. There you go. I see Don snuck in. The Bloody Sock. We got that one. Don, Coach. I thought I heard Coachella too. I heard Coachella too, Don. How you doing there? Checking in today on The Vibe. We started out with little sports heads. I showed you a little extra sports right there. I'm still at the news desk, so why don't we do the few stories that we like to do? We like to do the Vibe, but not so serious news. That's right, folks. We're doing it backwards. We started out with sports, and now we're doing news.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Hello, how you doing? Grandma's feeding Andrew some watermelon. Good afternoon. I can take you off screen if you like, Andrew. I'll take you off for a little bit. Let enjoy some watermelon in peace. There you go. Enjoy some in peace. There you go. You don't have to worry about pausing or if he's getting a mouthful of watermelon when I ask him a question, guys. Now, I am starting off the news. I'm glad. Look, working out great, man. I'm glad we did the things in the order that we did. So now Andrew can get his kind of fruit and get a little sleepy there. And we're going to do the not so serious news. And I have to start off the not so serious news with a death report of sorts.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
That's right, folks. I'm going to start off this news with a celebrity death report. A celebrity, you might not know him every day, but you'll know him as soon as I describe him. That's one. The alligator. The alligator that from Happy Gilmore dies of old age, but will continue to scare children for years to come. Happy Gilmore, the golfing movie, Scott, where right, Bobby Nick? The Price is Wrong, bitch, and all that, and the alligator gets the ball. Well, apparently that was a real alligator. That wasn't just a movie prop. So we're going to talk about it, and I'll let you know in this celebrity death report. From the stuff of Hollywood legend to stuffed and mounted. Morris the alligator, famous for his villainous role in Adam Sandler's classic film Happy Gilmore, died of old age last week and will now be taxidermied so he can scare children for years to come. But that's the guy petting him right there, Scott and Bobby Nick. They said he just had like the symptoms of old age. He just got old, just an old alligator. But he lives at a Colorado gator farm. The death of the 9-foot-long, 640-pound reptile, estimated to be between 80 and 90 years old, was announced by the forlorn farm operator Jay Young in a video posted to Facebook, in which he caressed the deceased Morris's head. There he is right here, I guess. He started acting strange a week ago. He wasn't lunging at us and wasn't taking food. I'm just assuming that's how he talked. I'm just assuming that, Scott. Young said, adding that, I know it's strange to people that we get attached to an alligator. It's the worst part of what we do is losing animals, Young said, holding back tears. He had a happy time here, and he died of an old age. So I'm going to show you. They're picking him up right there. But it says that he retired to a farm in 2006 after a storied career in film and television that included roles in Dr. Dolittle 2, Interview with a Vampire, Blues Brothers 2000, Eraser, and of course, Happy Gilmore. This dude did more movies than some actors in Hollywood, guys.
Yeah, man.
There's a picture of the scene right here, and I figure for fun, since I like a good old Adam Sandler scene. That was a real fun movie. I watch them when any of them come on the marathons on cable. But let's look at the alligator. Let's look at the scene that made Morris famous. Rest in peace, Morris, the alligator. Starting off the news with a celebrity death report. Morris, the alligator from the Adam Sandler movie, is deceased. I just figured that they would use remotes and stuff like that, yeah. Scott. I would never figure they would use the live alligator.
Yeah, I would. Yes, same here.
Here we go.
That son of a bitch! Give me my ball!
They're turning into a sex doll for Granny.
Get up, you dirty bastard! I swear to God, I'll rip it out of you! Give me the ball, alligator. You've got one eye. Chubbs. You took his hand.
Oh.
Damn. Widow Killer says the alligator outlived Carl Weathers. Damn. Why you gotta do Carl Weathers like that? Chubbs and Gator back together again. That's right. That's right, Chubbs. He took his finger. So there you go. That is the scene that made him famous.
So did the alligator only have one eye?
I don't know. I'm not sure. What was that?
I think in the movie he only had one eye, right?
Yeah, I did see something in the mention about that. I don't remember that, Scott. I blame weed. Let's see. It's sad. Oh, an alligator is an animal. It's sad when they die. Let's see. It says face nerd. Howdy Pecan and everyone from Electric Gino. Electric Gino. Electric Hey Gino checks in on the vibe. I bet that alligator is more famous than Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
He probably is. And done more movies, certainly Widow Killer. Got a better record than Perry. I bet that alligator didn't ask for no stunt double during its love scenes there, its sex scenes here, Widow Killer. Let me see how I have it. Let's check in for a real gator report because I saw Widow Killer said that they're going to stuff it and keep it for the granny to have sex with. Let's check in the gator report. I think he's right. Look, Granny's trying to fuck it already. Look. You know, I don't know if the that's the gator report with Granny. I don't know if the gator is in the Happy Gilmore 2. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, they're making a new one, but he's much older now. They are making that. That's on probably on Netflix only because Sandler has that sweet ass deal on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I saw they were making it Widow Killer and Bobby Nick, but I don't know when it's coming out. Well,
I'm not sure either.
Such a girl. It's true, been a crier. Oh, there you go. They're talking about how much they cry and love animals in the chat. All right, Bobby Nick. Well, I think Pecan and other people, you get famously, let me see what kind of order I want to do this in. Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's see. I have a new, everybody gives you the shit about the whole avocado thing, right?
Yes.
It's become a famous thing here on, let me see. Everybody teases Bobby Nick about sending him avocados, which he don't want.
The guacamole flies on a cold and gray Alberta morning, the mailman just brought Bobby something avocado. And Bobby Nick cries.
Well, I have a story about another fruit, not an avocado, Bobby Nick. Maybe we're going to start getting teased about this one. This is about New Zealand's unofficial fruit is the feijoa. I think that's how you say it, not the kiwi. And part of the fun is in giving it away. So they compare this to the avocado. Wellington, New Zealand, the unofficial national fruit of New Zealand, isn't native to the country. It's South American. It isn't exclusively found in New Zealand, and it's not, perhaps surprisingly, the kiwi. It's the feijoa. Known as the pineapple guava elsewhere, the fruit, a green perfumed oval with a polarizing taste, that sounds like an avocado to me, can be purchased in California and Canberra. Yet no country has embraced the feijoa with quite the fervor or the fixation of New Zealanders. Due to its short shelf life, New Zealand, a nation of thriving fruit exports, has never been able to spin the feijoa, pronounced feijoa, into a global brand, as growers have done with apples and kiwis. But during the brief span of weeks each year when the fruit is ripe, the country goes feijoa wow. So I don't know, guys. I brought it up because I've never heard of a feijoa. It doesn't look awfully similar to an apricot there in its shape when you first look at it.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't think I'd even give it a try.
I was wondering if anybody in our smart chatters, they all seem to know about everything when I post it up here, but I don't know. I've heard of kiwi, and I've even heard the expression of the pineapple guava. I've heard of pineapple guava, but yeah, I've never heard of the feijoa here, and they say it's supposedly one of the official, unofficial of New Zealand. But let me see here. What is the next thing I was going to show you? All right, well, I got something that kind of goes along with this that I can show you. We're going to mix it. We're mixing it all up today. We're doing segments within segments right here on the Vibe. Now we're going to do a little Terry knowledge break right here about said melons. Let me see as soon as I find it. Let me see. Boom. Where did I put it? Boom. Sort by date. Here we go. Boom. It's a Terry knee knowledge break. Oh, look at that statue. It's got like 2 bulls on it.
Oh.
And there you go. That's the Terry knee knowledge break.
Well, hey, I gotta say, I'd suck on those melons. Not a bad one in that bunch.
Hi-oh. I'm trying to pull up another video. As I was doing that, let me take.
You gotta thump them. You gotta thump them to see if they're ripe.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, you do.
Take that out of the way. Let me play my next thing I was going to play you.
With my dick.
Oh, that was a Terry knowledge break right here now. Oh, we did that one. I was going to show you this one to go along with that. And then we're going to continue on with another story in the Vibe Not So Serious News. Here we go. Boom. Watch this real quick. Then we'll continue on.
Mind the gap. Stand behind the yellow line, please.
The next train will be approaching soon. Could the customer with the juicy melons please stand away from the yellow lines? That's the customer with the juicy melons. Please stand away from the yellow line, sir.
They were talking to the dude. Stay away from there, sir. With the juicy melons. Here's I got some more juicy melons for you. Andrew's back. Come on, Andrew. It's the Florida boys hanging out here today.
It's funny. I was laughing all along.
Oh, I'm glad the news wasn't putting you to sleep this time over there. Although, you got some melon in you now? Got melon and meds in you, Andrew?
I had my meds a while ago.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Bobby friend. Yeah. Scott alerted me to something.
What's that?
The other day. I had a thumbnail. Like, you know how when you don't have a thumbnail, YouTube kind of automatically creates a thumbnail?
Yeah, sure.
Well, Andrew was on my show with his shirt off. And I mean, in the thumbnail, it looked like a chick with big fucking tits. So I was like, what the fuck? Scott told me this on a show. Right. So I had to do work while I was on that show to change the thumbnail because I was afraid I was going to get fucking...
Right.
Are you saying Andrew's not a girl with big tits?
Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, I didn't think he was, but...
and Bobby Nick, I could totally see that happening too, bro. YouTube picks it. What Bobby Nick is saying is that, like he said, if you don't choose a thumbnail, it'll just pick a moment. It'll just scan your video and it'll just choose like a one for your thumbnail. And so here, YouTube would probably use a thumbnail that looks like it's nudity and then have the nerve to pop you on it. Yeah, I could totally see that happening.
Yeah. So Andrew actually got demonetized on one of his videos because of it said that he used the "Eye of the Tiger" song in his video, but it was just me going.
I made a fucking joke. I made a joke saying that we were going to get copyrighted because you were singing that so well, Vinny.
And he did.
But sometimes they'll say you'll get a copyright claim for composition. Like they know it's not the original version, but they know it's their song. That's amazing.
It has the same pattern as this song. Yeah,
it's composition. Absolutely.
I even sang it out of tune.
It's so dumb. Yes, nerd. You wouldn't believe talking about so dumb. If you if you guys are members like Space Nerd and P-Cunt and JA, when you go to use the member emojis, guys, I made a P-Cunt one last week, and he has his thumbnail or his little emoji or avatar on his YouTube page 420, P-Cunt 420, is that P-Cunt that's all pot leaves in the feathers. I tried to use that as emoji, and I got notices from YouTube saying that they removed it.
Wow.
No.
Yes, Bob. And then I resubmitted it. Then I tried to obscure some of the stuff and took out some of the offensive stuff. They still didn't like the weed plumage. So if you're a member here on the Vibe and you notice the pecan emoji, you will notice that it doesn't have weed plumage, but you can have fun with it anyway. Yeah. So that once again, it's their double standard. He can use it for a gigantic avatar for his YouTube channel, but if I use the exact same image for an emoji, can't do that. That's YouTube. That's YouTube in a nutshell. I feel like
that's
I'm in a nutshell.
retarded. Yeah,
I'm in a nutshell. So I love you. I love you. May be struck. I love you. May be struck. Let's continue on. JA checks in. What's up? Mandy Diff checks in. That's right. That means you sing it well. I made the joke saying that they were going to get copyright claim.
I've done enough karaoke. I know I'm toned up.
There you go. Terry, it's all about the animals in movies. They're talking about. She's still crying over the movie, the gator on the first story. If I knew it was going to make you cry, Space Nerd, I would have pulled it. Let me see, Scott. I don't expect you to do this next story in the Vibe Not So Serious news that involves a world record, buddy. I don't expect you to do this one. You can do the toilet paper one. I'm not going to recommend this one for you. A woman hangs by her hair for 25 minutes to break a world record, Scott. Now, I know you got a good head of it there. You're going through it a little while there, but I think you've been kind of leveled off. So, I'm like, Scott up by his hair? Like, nah, we can't do that. But this woman can do that right here, and I'm going to show it to you right now after I read the story. A professional circus performer who specializes in hair hanging broke a Guinness World Record when she was suspended by her locks for 25 minutes and 11.3 seconds. Lila Noon, 39, attempted the record for the longest time suspended by her hair in a scenic location at Redwood National and State Parks in California. Noon said that it took... Okay, I'll put you backstage. Noon said that it took her 2 years of practice and endurance building to break the record of 23 minutes and 19 seconds, which was set by Australian Suthrakaren Sivaganathuri in 2011. The performer said her goal with the record attempt was to prove what can be done with the power of the mind, Scott. So you heard her say that she had to work up to this, because I wonder how they do this without ripping their, how they're scalp. That's right, Scott? When you go, if I've ever seen this done or seen it at a circus, you're like, how do they even do this and not remove their scalp? Well, let's watch it right here. It looks like she has no legs right here. I hope they're folded up, but let's watch a bit of this now. 25 minutes, Scott. And you heard her say she had to build up endurance, so it must at some point just pulled so hard she was like, fuck this. But let's watch it here. Let's see.
Ouch.
Scott gives me hardwood, says 2 gay.
Damn.
Yes.
There you go. That's how it looks, Scott. Wow. 25 minutes. All right. Well, I have 2 more stories. I got one more kind of regular story. I got a bikini report, and that should take us right up to 1:30, where we take our piss break. And boy, am I ready, because I had coffee and water this morning. So I'll be ready to take one, too, right on time, but not before I do this next story. Now, us being highly heterosexual men, most or all of us have grown up with the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, guys, right? From back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Right. There was a rite of passage for young men, man. If you couldn't get a hold of one of a father or a relative's Playboy, you would try to get you some of this Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition back in the day. Well, Salma Hayek, yes, the actress, strips down to a sexy bikini for the debut of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover. She's 58 years old, guys. Keep this in mind when you look at these pictures that I'm about to show you. 58-year-old Salma Hayek, model and actress, rocked several jewel-toned glittering bikinis for her first ever cover for SI Swim. Here you go. Well, here we go, guys. What are we thinking? Hey-o.
How old would you say she was?
58. 58 and looking great.
Really?
Boobies. She has great boobies. So our friend Space Nerd, she's got them natties. She got those natties, as we call them. 58 years old. It says on Tuesday, May 13th, the publication announced the 58-year-old actress, model, and producer as one of the 2025 cover girls, joining athletes Libby Dunn and Jordan Childs and model Lauren Chan with her own sizzling cover moment. Sports Illustrated swimsuit has always been more than swimsuits and stunning imagery, MJ Day, the editor-in-chief of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit, said, of the Mexican actress' first cover ever. It's about creating a platform to capture moments that define our times. No, it's about seeing girls in with their titties. Celebrating people who are shaping culture and showcasing beauty and work. Get bullshit, yeah. And Playboy was about the articles, right, guys? You right? I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Perry's good friend Salma Hayek.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bro. And how is it that he only meets like Trump's kids when they were younger? And everybody he met him when they were like super young, bro. Super creepy. Perry's recollections of meeting famous people. I get dizzy to this day from spinning on those old red swings with the rope through the middle of it, says Terry Nee. Not allowed. Electric Head Gino says her scene in From Dusk Till Dawn was phenomenal. You guys know what he's talking about, right? The strip scene that she does
I didn't realize that was the same girl, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God, she's hella fire in that, and she's still hella fire at 58 years old, dare I say. How about a would or a would not in the chat, if you would or would not, fellas and ladies. But there you go, 58 years old. Rocking that body. I read another article, guys, that said her 18-year-old daughter had no idea what the swimsuit edition was.
Oh, really?
She had no idea what place it held in pop culture, Bobby Nick. She was like, I guess she went excitedly and told her, "Hey, honey, guess what? I'm getting to do the Sports Illustrated cover." And she was, "What's that, Mom? Like, why do I give no F's given about that?" There you go. Look, we got 100%. We got Scott saying wood, W-O-O-D. That's probably the better way. We got P coming with the wood, 100%. We got the woods coming in. Space Nerd says, actually, I did get Playboy for the articles. My ex-husband would
shut up.
Would have a sub. He literally looked at it for 15 minutes, and I would read the articles all month. There you go. Her in Dogma was what's that note? Let's say Pickleworthy or whatever. Hardworthy, Dogma. So yeah, she got them natties. 58. She's not looking back. There you go. There's another one. So yeah, her daughter didn't know what it was, but we know, guys.
Oh yeah, we know.
We know. 58-year-old Salma Hayek, the cover of Sports Illustrated. Wow. There we go. Not bad. All right. Well, I have one more story here, and this is a bikini report. And this is about a long sought out and long awaited video game. Speaking of long awaited for, he's back. He's not on a roller coaster. He's waving to me. He's Andrew the Giant. Come on in, Andrew.
I was just reminding you.
That Salma Hayek's hot.
I was just reminding you. Piss bake in 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I need it too. Well, look, did you see Salma Hayek on the Sports Illustrated cover? What do you think about that, buddy?
Fuck yeah, I would.
Right, Benny? Right?
Fuck yeah.
Would. We call that on every day and Sunday. Twice on Sunday is what we call that. I would do that every day and twice on Sundays. Scott, did you just rip one?
No, I'm outside. I'm trying to keep the traffic noise down, so I'm hitting the mute button.
All right.
Livy Dunn was fire in the bikini.
Livy Dunn was fire. She's one of the gymnasts that are, they have co-cover people now. So you'll be seeing some Salma Hayek. You'll be seeing Jordan Childs and Livy Dunn. You'll be able to get your favorite hottie on your next Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition.
That's Paul Skeen's woman.
Paul Skeen, tell everybody who Paul Skeen is.
Pittsburgh Pirates ace.
Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher is married to that little
girlfriend.
Girlfriend? They're not married yet?
Nope.
Traffic? Let's see. Look, Sports Illustrated has articles. Says Terry Nee. Look,
all
even Space Nerd
just stick together. I haven't been able to read one of those in years.
I said when you couldn't get a hold of a Playboy, Vinny, the next best thing was to go for Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition back in the day.
Absolutely.
Space Nerd is a woman, and she says, hell, I'd do her. Exactly.
Space Nerd's a woman, all right.
Trail, dodo, traffic, check. I don't know if that's somebody for Scott. That sounds like code for Scott or something right there. Trail, doo-doo, traffic.
I'm not sure what it means.
I'm not sure. Dog. Yep. See, trail, dog, traffic. I think that's a little bit for you, Scott. All right, but what I was getting
that's
to,
that's his clues on me. He's trying to zero in on
I
me.
thought so. That seemed very Scottish. I don't mean from the country. I mean about you. Very Scottish. Wait, I've been a straight lesbian at times. Wait a minute. Picture it didn't happen. We see here on the vibe. The champ is still in the house, says FJM. But I'm going to talk about a video game. But we'll finish up the vibe news with a little video game news. Andrew, what about GTA? Grand Theft Auto 6 has been expected for a while, bro. Have you ever enjoyed some Grand Theft Auto over the years?
Little bit. I love me some Grand Theft Auto as well. Yeah.
Right?
That's the only reason I bought my PS5 was for Payday 3 and GTA 6. And Payday 3 sucked. So, I hope GTA 6 lives up to the hype. I played the shit out of the earliest Rockstar game, or the latest, I should say, Red Dead Redemption 2. So if it's anything like that, it should be a good fucking game.
Rockstar Games and Red Dead Redemption 2. There you go. There's a lot of video games out there. Vinny, it's almost like we kind of did a rehearsal for the show, but we never do that here on the Vibe. I got a story. I not only got a story, I got a bikini report about the very video game that you talked about, Vinny.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is a highly anticipated game, so much so that I see it buzzing on social media, Vin. That hashtag will just catch fire. And I thought it was coming out like this year, buddy. When were you expecting GTA 6?
This year.
It was supposed to come out this year, but they pushed it back.
All right, well, Andrew, I got a prettier person that can tell you all about it right now. She's going to tell you guys, yeah, I thought with all the hype going on that GTA 6, like Vinny said, was maybe coming out this year, but I got some news. I got an update about when Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually coming out. Go ahead, Bikini Report.
Hopefully it won't cause gamers to go on a rage-filled crime spree, but Grand Theft Auto 6 has had its release date pushed back to next year. May 26th of next year, to be precise.
What do you think about that, Vinny? A year, bro.
Boo!
A year.
I swear, if the PS6 comes out before GTA 6, I will shit a brick.
That's right. Then you got to buy a new system and a new version of the game. You would need a newer one. But I was surprised with all the recent hype that they're a year behind. I didn't think the hype that was going on was a year off. It felt like it was coming out real soon.
Mechanics,
Wow. Let's continue on with this Bikini Report. She'll tell you when it's coming out and why.
But hey, I'm sure Rockstar Games is working as fast as it can, especially since analysts expect this game to bring in over $6 billion in sales. A crazy number, but don't forget that GTA 5 sold over 200 million copies. On the plus side, Rockstar Games did put out another new trailer, which reminded us, among other things, that the franchise is getting its first female protagonist, a hottie named Lucia. Hey. Okay, there's also a male protagonist, so I'm not expecting a feminist revenge experience. But still, Lucia and the game look like they'll be worth the wait. But that's my take. How are you feeling? Bummed about the delay or happy that they're putting so much into it? Let me know in the comments and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Oh, shit.
I agree. I'd rather the game come out later and it comes out right than they release it early and it sucks. So
Electric Head Gino agrees with you. It's a smart move. People want a game without issues. And we've seen that many times in the past, Vinny, where they've tried to make a deadline or try to make a certain holiday, and they'll just release a game that kind of as it is, and they rely on the internet now because you can download updates, and they kind of would slowly kind of fix or build or perfect the game as you own the game, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but now they're going to hold it back. I do think it's kind of a good move because, I think it's bad for any video game company to put out a game that's not really ready because the negative press could really screw it up.
Absolutely.
Switzerland, do you happen to know Chris Popke? I don't know. I'm just got a notion out there. Her bikini is acceptable. I haven't seen Popke today, but I see Switzerland. I don't know if I'm right about that or not. Yes, Andrew.
Madden needs a total reboot.
Madden, yeah. Well, people have complained about Madden for years. People are saying they're just laying new words and new words and stuff over the same old game every year.
Yeah, it's the same fucking game every year.
I mean, I don't know what they could possibly do. But Andrew, you know, how realistic did that game look, Vinny? Then they got like a hottie, a female protagonist in the game.
It looks real good. good. Yeah, I don't know if they're using the new Unreal Engine, which is what the graphics and everything and making everything look real. But I mean, it looks it looks on par for a 2025 game. So I just hope that it lives up to the hype, because there's gonna be a lot of angry people if it doesn't.
Well, considering that you can shoot and run over and do just about anything in these games, I'm wondering how far off we will be, guys, before there's like X-rated versions of these games where you could go and do other things.
They have male strip clubs in there now too that they added. I just found that out.
I wonder. I almost say if we're going to get to it. It almost feels like we're going to head there one day, Vinny. Look how realistic those two people looked in that thing. Now, can you imagine if you could like have a scene and there's already like pimps and prostitutes and all that shit? So we're not that far away from like, hey, you can go in the room. I don't know. I don't know if that would ever happen, but let's see. If they did, Andrew would be playing it 24/7. Is Asteroids still hot? Says Terry Nee. Yeah, that's a hot video game still. Black and white and everything. Articulate John getting the shout out love from Pecan. That is my video game speed, Terry. Thumbs up from Terry Nee. Leisure Suit Perry, says Electric Head Gino. No one wants a male strip club.
Absolutely not true.
Widow Killer says, I saw a video where someone was using I saw this too, using the camera to explore the stadiums that they had previous Madden titles on the wall in the nosebleed section. I thought you were getting at, I like the Vinny where some NFL teams allow you to come in their stadium, win a contest, and you can play like your PS5 or something up on their big screen, bro.
That's freaking awesome.
Can you imagine that, like playing your PS5 in a stadium and sit? Let's see. I saw a video where someone was using the camera to explore the stadiums. There you go. That's awesome, man. All right, well, I think we did it all, guys, man. We did news. We did sports. We fucking killed it all. It is 1:35. And I got to piss like a proverbial racehorse. And I imagine maybe Scott does, and some of you do too, folks. So this is where we pause for the cause in the middle of a 3-hour show. I hope you're enjoying yourself here on Wednesday on Vibe 308. But we're nowhere near done. We're going to take a 2.5-minute piss break because I've had coffee, I've had water, and they are plotting against me inside my bladder right now. It only lasts 2.5 minutes, folks. We're going to take this piss break. And after this, we'll come back and we will do the National Day Hey Hey. It's Wednesday, so we can check our horoscopes and to rock you like a horoscope. I got whack tracks. I got internet shite. I got a whole sheet of fun stuff we probably won't have time to get to, but let's see what we can get to right after this 2.5-minute piss break, folks, and back for a whole other show right after this on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
PP touching time is over on the Vibe, though. How you doing there, Andrew, today? Doing good.
You know what's really weird for me to get used to? Having to watch the Brewers on my tablet rather than my TV at home.
Well, that's because you're a Wisconsin guy, and now you're a Florida man. He's a Florida man. Doing what a Florida man can. I'll bring Scott back when he comes back in here. Pecan says, I know BF touched Terry Knee's PP. That's not how that song goes at all. Pecan, they don't want anyone to know about their movie date. You wait a minute. He did not. There was no sausage and no bottomless thing of popcorn. Well, maybe that was. Why the fuck is there anything other than Heinz, Screw Red Gold, and Screw Hunts? Are we going to get talking about catsup or ketchup or cat soup? We're going to get into that. What do you have up there in Canada, Bob? Do you have KET ketchup or do you have cat soup?
It's ketchup, man. It's
Ketchup. You know the difference, right?
Well, not really. What?
They have the two different spellings. They have CATSUP, and then they have KETHCHUP or something like that. Ketchup. Why do they have two different spellings for ketchup? It's one word. I saw the video where someone was using the camera to explore the stadiums as they had previous Madden titles on the wall in the nosebleeds in the newest Madden game, I mean. We got that one. What else? The Cubs beat Andrew's Marlins again. Oh, Andrew, are you adopting Florida teams there, buddy?
Not a Marlins fan.
I think you are, Andrew. I think you're too much of a sports guy not to like whatever team, whatever town you're in. I think if you're not, you're going to be one real soon, or you're going to be one of those.
Nope.
They're not Dolphins. They're Marlins, you knucklehead. Here we go. Okay. Space Nerd says cat soup is not a thing. That is not how you spell it. Are we going to get into this? I didn't know this was going to be a sidebar here on the Vibe today, but let's talk about the difference between, and this is all in America, Bobby Nick. This ain't even like a Canadian thing. Let's look up. Like I would notice this. Let's see. There's ketchup. Okay, let's see. Hey, we're talking about ketchup and cat soup here on the Vibe. Now, everybody knows the classic Heinz bottle. It's tomato ketchup, KETCHUP. But they also have CATSUP right there. Catsup. Ketchup. This is much like the kielbasa or kubasol kind of thing.
Right.
Different. It's same kind of a different enunciation, but cat soup. So were you ever aware of this, Bobby Nick? The two different spellings.
I don't think I really was.
Yeah, bro. See, it's a thing. Yeah, we're kind of got our little weird thing here. Yeah. So what's it? Hunt. There's Del Monte. Del Monte brand has a cat soup. But then you have KETHCHUP. So I don't know, whatever you prefer, cat sup or cat soup. I hope you can keep up with the Vibe. Mr. Burns got confused. Okay.
Is that like
there we go.
different countries?
I don't know. Well, they have it like that here in the States, Andrew. They have it here in the States. So two different things. Let's see. Another way America is weird. LOL. Yeah, I like what they say about America and the English, that we're separated by a common language because we have so many different variances and variations in our languages, our styles of English. Oh my. Oh, here comes Terry Nee with some facts. Here comes on a more you know from Terry Nee. The word ketchup with a K, TTH, originates from the Hokkien Chinese katsup, which refers to a fermented fish sauce. And that's a more you know from our bro, Terry Nee. I don't eat either of them, Bobby Nick, but I do eat pizza sauce. I do eat spaghetti sauce. I just had spaghetti for dinner last night. And I will enjoy some tomato sauce to marinara to dip my my sticks in, but I do not eat ketchup. How about that?
You don't eat ketchup at all, huh?
But I do eat those other sauces that I described. Other things derived of tomato.
Breaking news for you, man.
Uh-oh.
Derek Henry has agreed to a new 2-year extension with the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, there you go. That's why we call him the human sports ticker, everybody. You never know when it's going to come out of him. Sports tickers get their information from Andrew the Giant, the human sports ticker, who's reporting that Derrick Henry, running back of the Baltimore Ravens, just signed an extension. I imagine that's a cap satisfying move there, Andrew. They kind of renegotiate these contracts, shift the money around, and give some more upfront cash to lessen the cap hit, buddy, right? That's probably what a lot of this is going
on. So that makes in total 4 years with the Ravens.
4 years with the Ravens. Yeah, he's a fine running back. He's at the end of it, closer to the end of his career beginning, but still very serviceable. Ketchup used to be a very different thing, KETCH, says our friend Matt checking in from Andrew the Giant 96. Baria checks in and says, watching from Colorado. Hey, y'all. Welcome, Baria.
Hello.
Or Barella. We are checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel, so he's probably interested in Andrew.
Hey.
It's Barella.
How are you?
It's Barella. Terry Nee says, what do you eat with French fries, BF? Salt, son. Salt. I don't even like dip. I won't dip in marinara or nothing. Salt.
I like gravy with my French fries, motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, great. Now you're talking, Bob and Nick. Now you're talking my language. I do like some open face roast. We have open face roast beef sandwiches, Bob. Here's a thing where I live, where they just put the roast beef on a sandwich, on some bread, put it on a plate, opened up, put some gravy on it, put some French fries on it, and put gravy over all that shit, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's my jam. Open face roast beef with fries and gravy. We're talking about ketchup. We're talking about fries and gravy. We're welcoming new friends. Barella checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. As we get on with, here's a kind of a report I could have made part of the news, but we'll have fun with it now. This video started trending yesterday we just talked about GTA. I think I got Scott backstage. Let me bring this in. And I want to know what Scott thinks about this video as well. Here we go. Scott in. Bring him in. Scott's back. This is a video. This is like a real life GTA shit happened on a Houston highway yesterday. Watch this car, guys.
From afar, David Chides and his co-worker weren't sure what was happening, but they knew
there's somebody in that car.
He's gonna hit that door. Blue convertible fishtailing out of control.
Don't do that!
It's not the craziest thing Chides has seen on Houston's roads.
Well, I've seen car wrecks, police chases.
Stop! Why don't you ever...
You know, I've seen people fighting one another.
But this time, he had his camera
it's
ready.
It's like a Fast Furious movie or something.
This afternoon, they were on 290 inbound, merging onto the North Loop when they saw the commotion ahead.
What are you doing, stupid?
Chides says what's hard to see is that there's a man in the driver's seat in the car, a woman behind the wheel in the SUV, and she was laughing, he says.
That was very, very reckless. That was very dangerous.
She was laughing.
Don't do that!
And illegal.
What are you doing, stupid?
Just leaving their tires on the highway.
13, a violation for failing to maintain a single lane of traffic. And when they finally got close enough, they realized the SUV was towing the sedan with a chain.
Why?
Oh, okay.
No one was hurt, but
it took me seeing that to figure it out too, Scott.
More damage. The man inside certainly got us scared.
Oh, so it's like a jealous woman towing off her boys or guys' car or something?
I guess, yeah. I don't know how it started, but that's how it ended, Scott. There you go. Wow.
That's crazy.
Ain't that something, Vinny? Women drivers, am I right? Am I right? Matt says, hi, checking in on the vibe right here. That's kind of what we're doing here on the vibe. What are we doing? Let's see. Let's get into. Why don't we do. We did that. Why don't we check the National Day calendar? It's been a day or two since we checked it, and it's always a holiday or a celebration for someone or something. So we like to go over and check it every now and then. And when we do the National Day, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. This is the vibe, and this is our check on the National Day calendar. I noticed many years ago that it's always a holiday or celebration for someone or something nearly every day. So we're going to look into them right now on the vibe, as we do from time to time. I will remind you and my co-podcasting friends, because we get caught up in the days, we have so much fun doing this, that today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the day, the middle of the week. It is May 14th. The year is 2025. That's what we're dealing with today on the National Day calendar. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Wait a minute. That's a wrong. I'm going to get to that one later. This is the National Day calendar that I wanted to pull up. Here we go. Oh, nope. Stop sharing. Start sharing. How did I get the same tag again? Oh, there it is. I got it mislabeled. Here we go. This is the National Day. Hey, let me do a little screen share here. I'll let you know what's going on the 14th. Today is National Decency Day on May 14th. Be decent. All right. Decent. How about it's National Third Shift Workers Day, the second Wednesday in May. National Buttermilk Biscuits Day, Bobby Nick. I could get down some buttermilk biscuits, damn it. National Underground America Day. National Dance Like a Chicken Day. Oh, we got to get into that.
Chicken Day.
Uh-oh. All right, let's do some of these. I'm going to start with Third Shift Workers Day. Scott, I think you told us that at one point in time you worked those late shifts or these second and third shifts. Did you not, my friend?
Yeah, to this day I'm a night owl because, well, I always was when I was a kid too, but I worked
Same.
midnight shifts for 20 years.
20 years you did it, huh? So you were used to like coming home like in the wee hours of like, when did you get home in a typical day in the morning?
Like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, so you had that whole shifted day to where you were probably day smoking, day doing all your stuff during the day. People probably wondering what's this guy doing or whatever. But so 20 some
actually
years
it seemed like following that routine. I mean, there was a short time when I went to day shift and experimented with a couple of shifts, but as far as having a life though, it seems like you'd have it. It seemed like the shift to work when you got kids and stuff, because that way you can make yourself sleep when you want. But it just seemed like you never get enough sleep whenever you work midnight shift. I end up sleeping my life away. Work and sleep.
Yeah, it's weird because you get home it's all daylight and your body, all your instincts are telling you it's time to be awake, but yet you work, and so part of you is probably sleepy, and also I guess it gets a little confusing, I think, for some people, right?
If you think about it, you work 8 hours and then you have to go home to sleep for another 8 hours. I mean, you only got another 8 hours left, so
it is right. You're right, Vinny, and that's basically what it is no matter what shift we work. But for whatever reason, it does seem more like noticeable or concentrated when you're dealing with the daytime. Like, how much of the day are you gonna sleep away before you have part of a day before you end up going back to work again?
Yeah, I can't stand there.
It's kind of tricky. I much like you, Scott, I was on day shift most of my time. There were times where they were a guy shorter. I needed to do a solid for the place I worked, and I did a second or a third shift from time to time. But yeah, I don't remember it really being a thing when I was younger. I think once we got into this whole 24-hour world, I think third shift became graveyards in all businesses became more of a thing, Scott. That's my take on it anyway.
Right. Yep.
It says the Third Shift Workers Day falls on the second Wednesday in May, and it recognizes workers who face the night to keep businesses running, hospitals staffed, and streets safe. The day is also known as National Night Shift Workers Day. Many businesses require 24-hour attention, whether it's a manufacturing facility in high demand or a processing plant that requires an overnight cleaning or cycle change. Businesses function as efficiently as possible. However, not all third shifts are in business. Hospitals, first responders, and nursing homes work 24 hours a day too. Metropolitan areas of any size have employees working overnight to ensure safety, reliability, water, power, and other infrastructure. So we salute you on this day, Mr. Third Shift Worker. It's Third Shift Worker Day. All right, we appreciate that. How about let's get down with some buttermilk biscuits, Bobby Nick? What you think, buddy? You down with some buttermilk biscuits?
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, any kind of a biscuit is usually pretty good.
Well, my personal experience with getting familiar with buttermilk biscuits, guys, is that my first paying job where I paid taxes and everything, I worked for a Hardee's restaurant, a fast food place, and we made our own flour and dough and hand rolled. I had to roll out, and I made buttermilk biscuits, Scott. Dozens of them.
They have some of the best biscuits, man. Them and Kentucky Fried Chicken got the best biscuits.
So I used to make them. We also had the cinnamon roll, and Bob, the cinnamon raisin roll. It had raisins in it, bro. Like, I didn't do that, right?
No, I don't do that shit either.
So you know what I did?
I'll do the cinnamon roll, but not the cinnamon raisin roll.
So you know what I did, Bob? When I worked at Hardee's, I did my own thing, bro. I would make my own dozen, and regular biscuits, and I would put the cinnamon raisin fucking glaze on them and the cinnamon sugar. No raisins though.
No raisins. There you go.
See what I'm saying, Scott? I would bring these home after a third shift and bring them home to my sister Kathy. Shout out to my big sister Kathy, who's she's had some back surgery, Scott, I mentioned earlier. So it reminded me of her again, buddy, because I would work this third shift, or I'd work these late shifts, and I'd make the morning batch of biscuits, and I would bring home some of these buttermilk biscuits that were no raisins, made up just for she and I. So there you go. Oh yeah, BF knows.
I do have to say though, buttermilk, I cannot stand it. My mom loved buttermilk.
Oh yeah, the taste of it, bro.
And just the consistency, and how it like sticks to the glass and shit. It's like, bleh.
You're right, bro.
Because in biscuits though, it's fucking great.
It is. It's much better in something cooked, Bob, because much like a lot of people, if you're around something enough, eventually you stick your finger in it and taste it, right? Ain't that right, Terry? Me. Anyway, I would get curious. I'm like, you smell it, and I go, what did it taste like? How would this be on cereal? And I drank it reminded me of like titty milk or something. Like, oh, what the fuck? It's like titty milk. It's not Cambodian. What is it?
Titty milk.
Oh, look at see, I said titty. I got his attention, boy. What up, titty milk?
Good Anders.
You got that titty milk?
I use some titty milk.
Uncle Jack will give me some titty milk.
Nobody wants that. National Buttermilk Biscuit Day is today on May 14th.
Gross myself out.
Yeah, no shit. National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. It's to celebrate the high-rising breakfast staple. Whether you enjoy them with gravy, butter, or honey. That's something I had it occasionally, Bobby Nick. Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. Fuck yeah.
What about you there, Scott? You down with something? That's a filling ass breakfast right there.
Yeah, that's a go-to whenever you only got a few bucks in your pocket.
We also had that at Hardee's as well. We had the spicy white sausage gravy mix, Bob, and biscuits and gravy. I would get down with some biscuits and gravy. Let's see. But it is biscuit and gravy. So buttermilk biscuit day. If you like buttermilk biscuits, you know what to do. It's your day. I would like to thank the nerd. I'm trying not to beat you all up too bad today with my goal, but it is a Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. If anybody could help me out, appreciate the help with the super chats. Whack this, boys. Ooh, that sounds like a threat and a promise. Whack this, boys. Oh shit, we're whacking it. We're having it. We're doing it. Thank you.
I'll whack it for you.
I knew. Just give Andrew a second. I knew he would have something for that one. There you go. It is. Thank you, Space Nerd. Thank you for helping me whack out that goal. I appreciate your support, everybody, with these shows. It really helps me a lot. Continue to do these shows. So thank you very much for that support. Oh, Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. So Junction says everything's better with that 10% persistent nicotine flavoring. It says it's the Chunkster. Let's see. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. And thank you, Space Nerd. I really appreciate that. All your contributions really help me continue doing this show. Let me continue sharing the screen. Let's make sure we got all of the fun holidays out of the way on this Wednesday. National Underground America Day. I kind of remember doing this story last year, boys. It's about these certain sect of people. Get out of here. I can't believe what just popped up on my screen. On May 14th, National Underground America Day recognizes the approximately 6,000 people who live in some form of underground architecture across North America. The observance celebrates the lifestyle, architecture, and benefits of underground living. Did you guys realize that there were 6,000 people in North America living underground?
That's crazy.
I don't think I knew that. You figure there might be a couple people, Bobby Nick, but you wouldn't think it'd be enough to add up to 6,000, right?
No, that's a lot of fucking people, man.
And I know there's certain benefits to subterranean living, like the geothermal aspects of it. It says subterranean living boasts energy conservation as one of its top advantages. Completely covered homes or earth-sheltered homes are covered on all sides with soil, while earth-burned homes leave one side exposed. Both allow for stable temperatures within the home and less exposure to the elements. So it makes sense right there, Bobby Nick, that if you don't have the sun blazing on, burning up your house, you're not going to spend as much to have to cool it off. You won't be as hot. So yeah. And I guess let's see. Founded by Malcolm Wells in 1974, the National Underground America Day recognizes that thousands of Americans dwell within the earth, not just upon it. Wells, who lived from 1926 to 2009, is considered the father of modern earth-sheltered architecture. He was also a writer, illustrator, draftsman, and lecturer, cartoonist, and columnist, and a solar consultant. He practiced what he preached by living in a modern, earth-sheltered building of his own design, too. He also took up the challenge of underground architecture as he believed the Earth's surface was made for living plants, not industrial plants. Ooh, I see what he did there. Now, thank you all very much. Now, I see what he did there. I see what the most generous Electric Gino.
Wow.
Damn, Gino. Thank you, bro, for hitting me up with a $20 on a Whack-A-Go Wednesday, man. Thank you. Beating that goal's ass, helping me continue do the vibe. Thank you, guys. Set up shop for the apocalypse, says Space Nerd. Today is National Pointless National Day. Well, that's kind of why I got intrigued by this, Terry Nee, because I would wake up for school or work every day, and I'd be like, who come up with all these national holidays? And I got 3 hours to kill, so I figure, why don't we do a National Day calendar check? Guys, we almost have to do this one today, but maybe we can, it's National Dance Like a Chicken Day. And we got chickens, we got all kind of birds and wildlife in our chat. Oh, you think I get popped on a copyright on that one, on Bobby Nick? I think we should do it. Let's do it today because it is Chicken Dance Day. I'll read about it and then I'll play it and then we'll do the damn thing. I got one. All right, here we go. Let's read about it. Let's do it. It says we're all going to do it. You got to do it in the chat too now, guys. It's National Dance Like a Chicken Day on May 14th, and it encourages everyone to dance like a chicken. This day entertains from the start to finish with people flapping their arms and strutting chicken-like. Dance Like a Chicken Day. Everyone has probably danced the chicken dance at least once in their lifetime. You know, that probably is one of the few songs that you feel comfortable about doing, Scott, and if you're at like a wedding or an event. Because like everybody's making a fool out of themselves at the same time. It's not just not just you.
Yeah.
Right? So this is one of the few ones. Okay, I'll go up here and do this. And I was a DJ for 10 years, so I've done my fair share of chicken dances. This silly fun song is popular at wedding dances, Oktoberfest, and other celebrations too. The song gets people of all ages up and moving to the dance floor. So come on, let's do it, guys. Come on, Andrew. It's Chicken Dance Day, Andrew. Vinny's getting clucking. Look, he's showing his feathers. Your feathers are showing. Come on, Bobby, let's get into it.
Ooh.
There you go, Scott's got it, see? Everybody can do this dance, even though Scott.
Ooh.
Yeah! Woo!
There's sweats.
She likes your gray shorts. Good morning, gorgeous. Oh, he's shaking his junk for you. Look at that.
Oh, no!
That's not what we meant by cock, Vinny.
Oh, shit.
All right, you get it. We're not going to do the four up. I thank you for this, boys. So there you go. That's for Terry Nee. That's all. There you go.
I got a little spooked. I saw Scott's forearm. That thing's the size of my freaking leg, dude.
Bro, when Scott's the NXT champion, show them what you got, man. Show them the gun show. Full gun show. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, what was it? Oh, he's tearing his shirt off for it. Full gun show, son.
God damn.
You ain't got the money to afford the tickets to this gun show, Vinny.
Don't fuck with Scott, dude.
You can't
Take
afford
your
the
fucking
tickets
head off.
to that gun show. There you go.
Scott has told us that that's natural. He doesn't even work out nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm literally half the man I used to be. This is actually me on my downfall. I'm kind of embarrassed. I used to have twice as much muscle as I do now, man.
Well, that's coming off like a humble brag because you're looking all right there, Scott. Space Nerd says, Vinny needs to be on even when he gets home. I'm going to miss my juicy man meat. Well, I have a feeling that Vinny, we're going to be seeing Vinny as much as we can.
Any mornings I get rained out, I'll be sure to tune in.
I'll let you know that Andrew made him part of our group where we all share the link. So Vinny will always have access to the link whenever he wants it, as long as he's part of this group. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap up that segment. It is Wackago Wednesday. And that was the National Day Hey Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Having it, we're doing it, we're feeling it, we're making Wednesday better, hopefully, for you. At 3 minutes after 2 o'clock, where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States, that means we're 3 minutes into hour number 3 of the Vibe, positive vibe right here.
Hour number 3.
Let's go, hour number 3 in the place to be. Andrew, you had some corn chips earlier. What were you eating? You eating some nacho cheese or what? Nacho chips, Doritos?
Chipotle lime.
Is that what they were? Fancy chips, not just regular Doritos for my man. Well, let me see. I got a question because Mick Jagger has a problem. Somebody stole his food, and he wants to know who stole it, Scott.
Where did it go? Did you eat my apple? I need to know, because somebody has eaten my apple. Boo! Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Not cool. We're going to find out, so tell us now. Was it you? Did you eat my apple? I need to know. The banquet, please. Wait, my apple? Come on, you know who you are. Yeah, you know who you are. Was it you, Ronnie? Where did it go?
Was it you, Andrew? Did you eat the apple?
I smoke out of apples. I don't eat them.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. Well, how about we do this little segment here? I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And why don't we there's some funny songs out there. Like you kind of heard that one. That was kind of a funny song or kind of what you thought they were saying. But let me find my little thing here. And we will do let's listen to some whack tracks. That was kind of a wacky track, a whack track. So why don't we listen to a whack tracks right here on The Vibe with Andrew the Giant, co-streaming my humble show, BF Live The Vibe 308 on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Welcome any and all new friends checking out The Vibe for the first time, or again from Andrew the Giant 96. We're going to enjoy some whack tracks, just some wacky, crazy songs that I find on the internet.
We live it together.
Also, final countdown, guys.
Still es que güey.
Still es que güey.
El nivel chanta.
For real, though?
Oh, do the chain.
Say word, son.
A gente we know the way.
Uh-huh.
Living town. Living town. Mule de mi. Emulo.
Pam, 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 pam.
The
final Shanda.
Final Shanda. The final Shanda. Oh, yes, very good.
The funny part is that that's not even Spanish. That's just that's kind of Spanglish. It's what he thinks he hears.
Yeah, right.
The dancers make it, says the nerd. Yeah, they're feeling this shit. It's the final Shanda. The final Shanda. Yeah, about that though. Like a Latin mariachi. The final Shanda. You might have to see that in the lounge with Bobby Nick. You never know. Hey, Bobby Nick, it's Wednesday, and normally the right after BF Live The Vibe, don't you normally do in the lounge?
I do, BF.
All right. Well, you're going to find out all about it. He's going to give you a proper plug when we get to the end of the show. But Bobby Nick does that show where you pay $1 per song over there on Rumble. He'll be doing that immediately following The Vibe today. But not before we get through some of this stuff here. Before the final Shanda of this show. Hey, I got another whack track. Here's the segment we're into on The Vibe, whack tracks. And this next whack track, this is a combo. This should have been more of a mashup than a whack track, but it's certainly wacky. What do you get when you mix Hank Williams and Notorious B.I.G.? You get this. You get Hankster rap.
I love Hank.
When I bust my gat, the fellas take a knot down in the dirt. So where the paper at? Just give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Move the fuck on over, cause Biggie is moving in. I'm slamming bros like Shaquille O'Neal. When it's time to eat, I gotta rob and steal. Give me the loot, give me the loot, give me the loot, give me the loot. Well, move the f*** on over, cause Biggie is moving in. No need for that, just grab the gat. Gonna make my pockets nice and fat. Give me the loot, give me the loot, give me the loot, give me the loot. Move your podcast over, cause Biggie is moving in. A yodelay, ooh, a papa capping you, a yodelay.
Yodelay, don't let them papa capping you.
I love that. I would just listen to that.
You like that? You feeling that?
I like
Feeling
them
that?
old timey wimey. Yeah, Hank Williams is the shit.
There you go. That's what happens when you mix some of the old and the new. You get a whack track right here on the vibe. Let's see. I'm glad you're enjoying that, Vinny. Space Nerd was dancing to it. She's ready. Bob, I know that you're like my music guy, and you're one of the biggest AC/DC fans I personally know.
Right.
Well, you might like this. You might find this sacrilege, but it's a whack track just the same. What if AC/DC Highway to Hell was sang like this?
Living easy, living free. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be. Taking everything in stride. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme. Ain't nothing that I'd rather do. Going down, party time. My friends are gonna be there too. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. No stop sign, speed limit. Nobody's gonna slow me down. At the wheel, gonna spin it. Nobody's gonna mess me around. Hey, Satan, pay my dues. Playing in a rocking bed. Hey, mama, look at me. I'm on the way to the promised land. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. On the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell.
Highway to hell, Bobby Nick.
I got to give it to that guy. You know, he did his own damn thing there. He gave his own interpretation of it, and I dig it. I dig it. You know, I dig it. I like it.
FJM's got the devil.
Never beat Angus though.
Screw you guys, I'm going to Stairway to Heaven, says Mandy Dick. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Grady checks in and says, debate question. Is it a mass debate question? A debate question just the same for the panel. Asked, whooped, or get grounded. Oh, back in the day? Well, I learned enough.
Whoopings, and I feel like it turned me into the man I am today. So
ass whooped.
Well,
yeah, ass whooping for sure.
Granny, I got a couple threatened of an ass whoop, and then it was just get grounded because I didn't step.
All right,
I'll whoop you. That's fine.
Wait a minute.
I feel like there is a line though. You know, I mean, I know so many kids are sensitive nowadays. Oh, you know, I'm gonna call CPS if you touch me. But like, there are some parents that I knew of growing up that would just beat the hell out of their kids for just normal kid shit, getting it in suspended or getting a detention or getting a bad grade, and they get beat for it.
Yeah.
So like me, I deserved every ass whooping I got. I got a lot of it, but it can get overboard. It can, you know, and some people who have been beat as kids don't like to continue that cycle onto theirs, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But
And that's perspective. You know, you got in that life perspective. At the time, I don't think you might not have been so quick to say, I had all this coming to me. But you get those years of experience and you go, I see now that I was an asshole and I kind of had that coming to me back. And that's the thing that the kids don't have nowadays. They don't know that they're going to look back and think that they're kind of an asshole like that. But my whole thing, Vinny, was I was taught the respect. Like I knew it. My parents just let me know that they were just crazy enough that I didn't want to push their button, bro. Like you don't be a habitual line stepper with my parents. Like here's a line. If you step over, there's gonna be some
world, and I'll take you out.
Basically, right? Like Marvin Gaye's dad. That's right.
Yeah,
I'll put you in this world. I take your ass out, motherfucker. You ain't talking shit to me. I'll take your fucking ass out. I brought you in this world. I'll take you out.
My dad said that shit to me more times than I can count.
Yeah, bro. Oh, and a couple times where my daughters would step to me in public. And they would try to act like I wouldn't discipline them, Vinny, or something. I would just quietly pull them up and I go, if you think you're going to embarrass me in public, you will lose. I guarantee you. I will make a bigger fucking scene than you will ever make in this store. You will lose.
My mom would just grab me by the fucking hair or the ear, fucking drag me up the fucking stairs, throw me in my fucking room. That was it.
Exactly.
That was fucking it, man.
I think
you knew you fucked up when. You know?
I think 2K is too gay is misunderstanding this question because just being gay just says I'd rather get pounded. No,
it's grounded too gay. Grounded is the option.
Has beaten many times, even the teeth through the lip. I was a very bad boy, says FJM.
Felt that. My mom. I'm sorry, you're saying.
Hopefully he's okay there.
Oh yeah, he's fine. One time, my mom, I said, I don't even remember what I said, but I was in the car. I was on my little whatever I was fixated on at the time, not paying attention, and I think I said shit, and my mom just like kind of turned around and gave me a backhand, like, "Hey, watch your mouth," and she busted my lip open, and so she flooded me with like candy and snacks, sent me to school like with things I did not deserve because, you know, and she's like, please don't tell anyone I busted you in the lip.
Because you know why? That's an involuntary reflex when you're sitting in a car with your mother. If you ever cuss around your mother, you cuss her. She didn't even realize she did it, bro. You just triggered her with the word, and that's why she went, oh shit, I didn't even know I did that.
I used to do that a lot. I think a good thing for kids when they're swearing or when they're talking back is, you know, you don't necessarily have to beat them. Just wash their mouth out with soap. I got that a few times too, and I'll tell you what, I wash my mouth.
Like I said, it was the threat. You know, they let you know that we just crazy enough that if you keep coming at us at this way, you are going to get to a point where you're not going to like it.
These days, it's crazy though because parents are so afraid to do anything to their children because they're afraid that they're going to get CPS called on them. So they're raising a bunch of assholes because they don't do nothing.
Vinny went right there right away. That's what a lot of the kids are doing nowadays. I'll call child services if you discipline me. They think that's a thing. Yeah,
I did all the ass whoopings around my place, man. I was these huge muscles.
Oh, look at that! He said, "I did the ass whoopings around here." You son of a bitch. Anybody ass whooping? I did it.
I felt bad. I saw a Dr. Phil episode where he was talking about how he was like really grilling this parent for they were doing hot sauce and cold showers for punishments. Nice. He was saying how like barbaric and torture that. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, man, back in the day, they make you find your own stick that they beat your ass with. Now it's just like, oh, getting a cold shower. Like, okay.
I got that a couple times. I got the fly swatter a couple times. I got that.
Never fly swatter. Maybe a belt.
I would always, that was to my mother. I would always just go out the window. So told my parents they better just beat me. My children have the fear of God because I don't make promises that I don't keep. And that's how my parents parented me. I'm like, these motherfuckers is crazy.
Integrity. If you're going to say something, you better stick to it.
And that's why I did the same thing with my kids. I let them know, like, as long as they didn't push me, I would never do that. But if they got to a point where I thought it was going to get out of control, I would go there and let them kind of know that you will lose this battle. The old fatal backhand, says FJM. Yeah, and everybody knows that's an instinct. Like, you just cuss around. Like, even if they ain't sitting near nobody, their arm's just going to do that. Whoopsh. They're just whoopsh. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, you can almost hear the finish him.
But like they hear. That's what they hear in their head.
Yeah, stop short and stick their hand out.
Stop
Hit
short.
The brakes.
Oh that was the seatbelt. That was the mother's seatbelt too.
Yeah.
But a couple times you did eat it in the mush for that, Scott. My mother would pop me in the lip a couple times trying to stop me from going through the windshield. Yeah, or just doing that instinct.
I've definitely had a wooden spoon broken over my ass. Tell you what.
Did you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, a couple of them. I'm pretty sure. Maybe just once, but man, my mom indoctrinated the wooden spoon. My brother's laying there on the couch. She goes, "All right," and we're like 5, 4, 4, 5, 6 years old. And I still remember to this day. She's like, "This is the wooden spoon." She's like, "This is what happens when you act out of line." My brother was laying down. He was like 10 at the time, and she just smacked him right in the ass with it. And he's like, "Ow!" And
I ain't making dinner with this. I'm cooking that ass with this spoon is what I'm doing. Yeah, and that's a good one, Vinny. You know, I was, and that's another thing with me, guys, why I might not have been as disciplined as much is because I had 4 siblings that were older than me. So I watched how they would all play out, how their discipline would play out, and all the lessons, Bob, and I learned what not to do.
Yeah, you knew what you were going to get if you did this or that. Yeah, I had the same thing.
FJM says, never laid a hand on any of my children. Same, FJM. Like I said, a couple you threaten them when they're younger, and that's all you really have to do. Granny the Hill Jack says, the fat pig checking in. Bandy Diff says, so I learned to stay good. I only got a good one twice maybe, but I said goddamn in front of my grandma. Oh, that'll do it to you.
Not in front of Granny.
Whoa, Mandy Diff is killing. Man, she's doing something different. I bit my aunt and she bit me back, so I learned fast not to do that.
Amen.
That's another thing. That's like putting your kid's hand on the stove if you want them to learn not to burn themselves. Right. If you don't want to get bit, don't bite a mofo. That's a more you know from Mandy Diff. Space Nerd laughs at that. Granny said, I only had to whoop my kids each one time. Now it's just a look and they know what time it is. Never abuse, but a good old-fashioned ass whooping.
Amen.
Yep. And that's what we're talking about. Just establishing like parameters. Because Bob, much like you said, the parents nowadays are afraid. And they're like, you got to at least establish a parameter like says, look, okay, I'll be cool with you. But if you go past this point, there's going to be consequences. There has to be consequences at some point. The kid has to know.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you just ground them, tell them go to your room. I mean, they have their PlayStation or Xbox in the room.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
No way.
No. I was a victim of a few switches. Meemaw, don't play, says Granny. I agree with your parenting, Granny, because kids can get killed with the stupid shit that we did.
Oh, right.
So Junkster checks in and says, up until 16, when I grabbed my dad's fist, he never touched me again.
Oh, boy.
Fat Pig says, Granny, you can't even whip your stick.
Sorry. You go.
Granny says, Space Nerd, I'm very proud Lemmy has the opportunity to say, don't make me tell your dad. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Go ahead, Vinny. Did you have a thought on that?
I was just saying, someone said that they were fighting with their dad. My dad he's like Scott. He's like Scott times 2. He's just a big gorilla of a man. And I was 16 once, and one time I struck him. I did. It was my fault. And I hit him. And instead of, beating my ass to oblivion, he kind of just grabbed me and held me down. He took one of my boxing gloves and he kind of just like the face is like, oh yeah, is this what we do now? Is this what we do? Never again. Never again.
You're lucky you didn't trigger that real ass whooping when he really wanted to teach you a lesson. Space Nerd says, my mom had the paddle or a wooden spoon in a drawer. She would look at the drawer and I straightened right up. Like, that's another thing. We had it like on the wall, and then sometimes it wouldn't be there. You know how they had the 3 or 4 wooden spoons on the wall?
Yeah.
To be on the wall.
When I was younger, if I didn't do things right, I got bed without dinner. Yeah.
I hate when that happens. My older brother and sister never got hit. I guess that tells us all something. Granny, they know it's business. I'm so hard, says 2K. 2Gay says all this hitting talk. We are in the middle. That's funny. Thanks, Granny. That was an interesting little conversation. I don't know how we got to it. Like Granny just threw in there if we got ass whoopings or punished, but that was a little fun little sidetrack. But we are doing whack tracks here on the Vibe. It's kind of what we're doing. And we just heard that funky version of Highway to Hell, Bobby Nick. Very, very well done. Guy had a really good voice too.
He did.
He had a really good voice.
Yeah, he did it up pretty good. Pretty good there. I liked it.
Yeah, I like when they change the pace of a song or sing it in a different fashion. Well, here's another one, Bobby Nick, I got for everybody here, not just you, my friend. How about what if the same guy did the same thing, but he sang Round and Round, Scott, by Rat?
Out on the streets, that's where we'll meet. You make it night. I always cross the line, telling no bells, abuse ourselves. Get in our way, we'll put you on your shelf. Another day, some
way. We're gonna cool, and then we'll see you again. I've had enough. We've had enough. Calling free, she said. I knew right from the beginning, and you would end up winning. I knew right from the start, you put an arrow through my heart.
Where are we going? Oh, Andrew's singing it too.
Round and round, with love we find a way, just keep it tight.
Whoa.
Round and round, what comes around goes around. I'll tell you why. Looking at you,
Wait, I'm singing WAP.
the way you move, you know it's easy to see neon lights on.
This video needs Milton Berle.
I got a
Uncle Milty.
We're gonna prove it tonight.
Space nerd likes it better.
Juliet, time and time, I'm gonna make you mine. I've had enough. We've had enough. All the same, she said.
Back to the chorus.
You right from the beginning, and you would end up winning. I knew right from the start, you put an arrow through my heart. Round and round, with love we find a way, just keep it tight. Round and round, what comes around goes around. I'll tell you why.
Tell me why. That sounded so good, Bobby Nick.
I did. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
That kind of stuff. Yes.
Yeah, that guy's got some skills, man.
I got a little goosies.
I thought he was going to say. I thought for sure he was going to say a chubby. All right.
Got the goosebumps.
Andrew's got the goosies or a chubby, and I got one more whack track for you, and then we're going to see how much fun we can fit into the last bit of time we're here together, at least up to the 3 o'clock hour, at least right here. But right now we're doing whack tracks with 30 of you in here on Whack-A-Goal Wednesday. This is what you get when you order Pink Floyd from Temu.
Hey! Chitterums! Lick salon! All in our dista, I know they break the wall. All in our dista, I know they break the wall.
Oh shit, he went the
wall. Oh, damn.
Fuck, there you go. It's Pink Floyd from Timo, and there you go.
He hit that sour note.
That was a note for your ass right there.
That's enough to curdle your milk right there.
That's what we do. We have fun right here on The Vibe, right in the middle of the day. 31 people joining us right now on the live side of things. I hope you can hook a brother up over here on BF Live, The Vibe, right here on YouTube. I do the show every day, Monday through Friday, with all of these great guys and the great chat family. I'm saying this for everybody on Andrew the Giant 96 who might be seeing us for the first time. Welcome to The Vibe. This is what we do here. So let's continue on with The Vibe. We'll be here till the 3 o'clock hour East Coast time. So we'll see what fun we can squeeze in here in the last half hour that we're here, guys. Oh, I got this one for you, Bob. Staying on the music tip, buddy. I want to thank somebody forwarded this to me. My one of my nephews, Josh, if you're watching, buddy. I want to know, this is about Canadian, this is a Canadian rapper, Bobby. Now, let me see what you think about this flow, about this. Let's go.
Let's friggin' go, bud. Hey, big hoser on the beat, bud. Dark too soon outside, getting no sun. Put a shot high off the crossbar, post run. Can't win them all, so I'm headed on a Tim's run. Zamboni drive.
Headed on Tim's run. I thought about you, Bobby Nick. Yeah. He calls it Tim's, like you do.
How many times you say sorry? It's too often. I've been a pass to my buddy one time, the shot in. Oh, heck yeah, buddy. I got cross-checked, but the ref wasn't watching. Sometimes drop the gloves, have a goal with him.
There you go. Little Canadian rap there, Bob. Hey, one more time.
Let's friggin' go, bud. Hey, big hoser on the beat, bud. Dark too soon outside, getting no sun. Put a shot
It's all
high off the
Canadian
crossbar.
shit.
Post run, can't win them all, so I'm headed on a Tim's run. Zamboni driving, folks living in the Arctic. I'm north of the states, all holding hockey sticks. How many times you say sorry? It's too often. I'm finna pass to my buddy one time, the shot in. Oh, heck yeah, buddy. I got cross-checked, but the ref wasn't watching. Sometimes drop the gloves, have a goal with him.
There you go. That's what we're doing here. A little leftover whack track. I thought about
Good Lord. Good
Canadian
Lord.
rap. I said that's like an extra white Drake. That's like Wake, if you will. Really white Drake here.
Yes. Yes,
Let's
it's the
go.
whitest shit ever.
That was. Let's go for a rip, bud. Yeah. Let's see. Two joins getting love, shout out love from Peacunt and Granny. Bobby's fiance checks in and says, "Hey, Bobo Bear, I can't wait to meet the sister wives." Uh-oh. Here we go. I don't know what Bobby that is. Maybe you. I don't know, but they're always showing up in the chat. Bobby's fiance, a new entrant into the chat family here that we're doing here on the Vibe. How about this, guys? It is Wednesday. It is 2:28. That means we have at least a half hour ago of fun right here on the Vibe. It's Wednesday, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we do something special here. We like to see what the stars have in mind for us. We check these soulful horoscope readings, or the rock you like a horoscope, like Chris Popke kind of renamed this. Rock you like a horoscope. So let's do it. It is Wednesday, folks. You're going to throw your signs in the chat. I'm going to go over to my horoscope reading studio, and I'm going to caress my crystal balls ever so gently to bring you Wednesday's soulful horoscope readings. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's soulful horoscope reading. Let's go, folks. It is Wednesday, and I am over here in the horoscope reading studios. And one day I was doing this segment, and Bobby Nick noticed that I was kind of caressing my balls. And he said, "BF," he says, "are you caressing your balls?" And I said, "Yes, Bob. They are crystal balls that I use to do the soulful horoscope reading, sometimes called So this is where I go backstage. I'm going to go set my music so we can set a proper mood here on the Vibe. I'll play my soulful horoscope reading / porn music, 70s porn music to set a vibe. I go to the chat. I caress my balls, not because I need to, because I want to. Let's see. Let's Granny checks in. Here's Granny. We got Peacunt for the age of Aquarius. This is for Peacunt.
Yeah.
Thank you to Peacunt for your multiple gifted memberships and your generous $2 super chat, helping me with this whack-a-goal Wednesday that we're kind of middle of here, right here on the Vibe. Thank you very much, Peacunt. This is Aquarius for Peacunt and all of the Aquarius joining us today. This is your Wednesday Soulful Horoscope reading. I'm going to go to Aquarius, and it says, your savings could use some love and attention, Peacunt, or Aquarius. Polish up an investment bank and investment accounts, but don't crack them open just yet. Give it a few days before locking in on any big choices, deals, or promises that may not be reversible and you can't get your way out of. That's for Peacunt and all the Aquarius joining us today.
Go buy a timeshare.
Granny asked, Bobby, since you won't pop the top, can we get you to wear a crop top?
I don't think they make crop tops in my size. I don't know.
They absolutely do. Bobby, you can make one. All you gotta do is cut the top off.
Well, that's true.
Bottom off.
Bottom off, yeah.
We solved this yesterday, didn't we? Here.
Yeah, the underwear.
Yeah, we got it right here.
Your underwear.
Yeah.
Granny,
Use
let's
some
see
of Jake Hudson's skids.
Here, look, if you don't have a crop top, Granny, look, he should make this one, bro. Don't you think that Bobby should make this?
Wait a damn minute. All right, it says cut the center straight up on.
I want to see Granny on his next show doing this.
See how this does.
Granny could rock
like
this,
that.
Scott.
All right, it looked good on her, so let's see how it looks
Right.
on me. See if we can start a new fashion trend for the film.
Chaotic checks in and says, and Scott, stop dreaming about caulk and Jack. Cock and jack. Keep up the good work, people. Thank you, Chaoxic.
Pull it up.
What do you think, Granny?
Okay.
Not bad.
Right?
Okay.
I could definitely see Vinny doing this.
What?
Oh, absolutely.
This
I
is
love
my new
crop
merch, y'all. I'm gonna
New
call this
merch.
the Chief Nitro Crotch Top. Yeah.
Got it.
Chief Nitro Crotch Top. Yo, what? What? Give me it. Let's go.
All right, there you go. Maybe you can do that, Bobby Nick. Maybe you don't go.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man.
I tried, Granny. Gemini for Tom Gully. This is
Well,
not
actually,
just-
hold on a second. I just want to say, I will pop the top, but you have to send 5,000 American dollars to my PayPal directly. So there you go.
Oh my God.
That's
And
how you're
boy,
going to get me to pop the top.
And man, that's going to convert something big into
I'll go back to
Canadian
the
dollars. He
doctor
wants.
then, Bobby, if that's
Right.
what it is.
I liked how he was very specific about saying that. He's like, I want that $5,000 American. You ain't getting away with that 5G Canadian shit.
Nope,
with Bobby
nope.
Nick. Gemini for Tom Gully. This is for Tom Gully, I suppose, and all the Geminis joining us today for. Gemini. People aren't asking for your opinion because you're an expert on the subject. They're asking because they trust you know to do what's right. Give them the confidence, inspiration, and support to find the proper answers for their damn selves. Gemini, that's what you do. You just tell the people, you got this. No, don't be troubling me with your problems. You got this. You give them all the inspiration, confidence. That's what Gemini does on a Wednesday Soulful Horoscope reading. As I move on to the Space Nerd, who's on the cup. Leo cups Virgo's balls, is how I like to say it here. So let me read the first of the two for my friend Space Nerd, who's on the cusp or on the cups. She cups Leo, cups Virgo. This is Leo. You may have the desire to reach for the brass ring in life's merry-go-round, Leo. Just be sure you are not expecting it to be made of gold. Consider finding a mentor, adopting a new philosophy, or seizing opportunities that come your way, Leo and Space Nerd, the first of two. Because Leo cups the balls of Virgo, which happens to be my sign. So this is for myself, not the bees, and a few other of us in the Vibe chat today. This is our... It says, Virgo, you may have the foresight to plan for the unexpected. Work on being ready for the possibilities you can project. Work on being ready for the possibilities you can project, not what you. What is that kind of English is that? Work on being ready for the possibilities you can project, not what you can't control. Okay. That's a run-on sentence, kind of. Look for all the ways your future can unfold and choose your best path towards your goals. That is Virgo. That is mine. That is the second of two for Space Nerd, who gently cups Leo with Virgo. Here comes the other double diff. It's Mandy Double Diff checking in for Aries. Here's the first of your two, Aries. Until they recognize your talent, Aries, they might not know how much they need you. Oh, already talking about Pizza Hut already or whatever. Talking about Domino's already, huh? We're talking about Domino's. You may achieve success by strategically working on social media and bringing your skills to life. Once they believe you're amazing, Mandy Diff, then you can prove it. That's the first of two for Mandy Double Diff, as I move on to Libra for Mandy Double Diff, because she's on the cusp too. She cups, I guess, Libra balls. So here you go. This is Libra. Your financial safety net might feel like a fairy tale. Be careful, as shaking things up now could rattle the cage. Consider bouncing your ideas off a loved one who you feel has a steady head. Things might be much better than they seem, Libra. Gracia says pecan, and to that I say Donata. Gimme Bezos checks in and says, can I get Pisces, please, for Andrew and I? Andrew.
Yes, please.
You are a Pisces, correct?
Give me Bezos.
Well, gimme Bezos. This is for you and Andrew and all the other Pisces joining us today. This is your Wednesday Soulful Horoscope reading, Andrew. The opportunity you're waiting for may not exist, Andrew, until you create it. Your understanding of the ins and outs of a challenge could lead to an approach that no one else can see to solve it. Bring your expertise to the table, Andrew, for a new start. You mean Florida man? Florida man having a new start. That's the Pisces day for Andrew. Chaoxic checks in and said, keep up the good work, people. The work good people. Good grief, Granny, says Mandy Diff. And there's the Scott about Scott. Scott, stop dreaming about cock and jack. Mandy Diff says, it has given me an idea for like South Park men's boxers. Oh, that's doing that thing?
Oh,
the
no.
cutoff thing. Vinny doesn't have underwear, says Space Nerd, who is a very close.
You're absolutely right. I do not.
Yeah.
You are 100% correct, girl.
Underwear check. That is correct. The judges say he does not have underwear on.
I have no skids. Free ball.
Granny says, I'll do it. Shit would make me look buff with my little underwear. See? Bro, I could totally see Granny showing up on the stream with those with the underwear. If anybody in our world is going to do it first, it would be Granny or maybe Vinny would be a close second. 5K and Looney says 2 joints. Checking in with the Canadian money reference here.
No loonies, no goddamn loonies. 5,000 cold hard American dollars. God damn it!
That converts up.
Coming from you, Canadian.
That shit converts up nice up there in Canada. That 5G American boy, that's gonna get you something up there.
That'll get you the nuggets you so desire.
Rice it would.
The Space Nerd wants it. She's demanding it, Granny. She says you got to do it. The underwear shirt. So there is a price, says FJM. You heard it. 5,000 in the PayPal. FTG, which means I'm seizing things for sure. Let's see. Thanks, BF. You're welcome, Space Nerd. Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy. I did. I Freudian slipped about the competition, Bobby Nick. She works for Domino's, and I went for the first pizza place and Mike came to brain. The school of FJM may be about what kind of English that was. Let's see. I've already proven it. That's why me had me job back in 5 minutes. Started talking like a pirate or something. That's why me had me pirate my job back in 5 minutes for sure. Homeless Hoovy checks in and says, the best I can do is a pack of gum. Happy Wednesday, everyone, from the lovely Stormy, who checks in on the vibe. How you doing, Stormy?
Stormy.
There you go. I did it, Mandy Diff. The pirate Mandy checks in. As we are in the middle of Soulful Horoscope readings. Now, I just did Pisces in terms of the on-screen guys. I'm going to slide over here to the right, and I'm going to, the left over here, and I'm going to do Cancer. This is for my friend and co-host, Scott Fitzpatrick. This is for Brian Clauder and all the Cancers joining us today for this segment. Scott and Cancer, this is for you. Focus on the facts, Cancer. Let go of biased opinions, beliefs, or misinformation, and shed the excess baggage that may be holding you back. There might be an opportunity for you to make rewarding resolutions or start something exciting. You want to be starting something? You got to be starting something. With Vinny, are you getting the rabbit ears? What are we doing here? I'm going to move on to Bobby Nick. Let's see. And I'm going to come back for Vinny's too. But I'm going to move on to Bobby Nick now because he is a Sagittarius, but we call it Vagittarius because it's just a little more fun on the vibe. So this is for Bobby Nick and all the other Sagittarii joining us today. This is your Wednesday Soulful Horoscope reading, Sagittarius. A fascination with something exciting may fade into mild amusement before the box reaches your door. Uh-oh, is that an avocado thing? Uh-oh. So so you're fascinated with something, before you take delivery of it, you're going to lose interest in it, Sagittarius. Think carefully about where your money goes because your plans may need a sudden infusion of funds in order to succeed. Bobby Nick and all the Sagittarii joining us today. We're getting to that point in the segment where I've done Virgo. I've done Cancer for Scott Fitzpatrick and others, and Brian. I've done Pisces for Andrew. I've done Sagittarius for Bobby Nick. Hey, what is Vinny's sign? I don't know if I remember if we've done this. Where you at, Vinny?
I believe Vinny's a Cancer also.
Hi-oh. Yeah, but what's his sign? All right. Well, how about this? For anybody that didn't catch it, I'm going to read Cancer one more time, and then this will give you an opportunity for any last calls for your Wednesday. So I'll read this one more time for Vinny and all of our Cancers. So get a good coverage for everybody. Focus on the facts, Cancer. Let go of biased opinions, beliefs, or misinformation, and shed the excess baggage that may be holding you back. There might be an opportunity for you to make a rewarding resolutions or start something exciting. That's Cancer. That's Wednesday. And those were your Wednesday. Rock you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope. We'll do them again on Friday, but that was Wednesday's Soulful Horoscope readings. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope readings. I hope everybody's having fun today here on the Vibe Stream Show 308. I couldn't be any happier doing this show and hanging out with my great bros and co-host Scott Fitzpatrick, Bobby Nick, Andrew the Giant, and everybody in the chat family. We're not even done. We're just getting the day started because it's Wednesday. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the week. I know that Bobby Nick's got an exciting show happening after this, so this is just the beginning of our fun right here, folks, on the Vibe. I want to know, Scott, we are the herbalist in the group. It's fair to say, but I imagine there's some beer drinkers. Now, I want to know, I would probably try this just for the challenge of it, Scott, but I wanted to check this out. This is a brand new form of aggression therapy this person invented. The louder you scream, the larger the beer comes out of this machine right here, Scott. So I thought this was an interesting little science thing.
What?
Yes. The louder you scream in this machine, the larger the beer, Bobby Nick. One more time. Harry could fill a keg in 5 seconds. Great. Hardcore herbalist. That's me, baby. That's right. And my herbalist checking in. There you go. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, Bob. I was but I did the same thing. I'm like, so wait a minute, you're telling me that the louder you yell in the machine, the larger the product you get out of it?
That's fucking great.
Look at that. Space Nerd says, I've done that on my porch for nothing, for no beverage right there. Done that for no good reason. There you go. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying themselves today. Like I said, we're just beginning the fun here on the Vibe. Let me go to my next segment here because I believe that I have more than a few pieces of material that I like to share with you because me and my great friends here, we do 3 hours of a live show every day. And we work really hard to find content and keep it new and keep it fresh for you. So I'm always out here looking for stuff. And when I find stuff of no particular category or kind of place that I can define it, I throw it in a hopper and I bring it to you in a segment that I've been doing for a minute ever since I've been podcasting called Internet Shite. That's right, folks. Fun videos and random stuff from the internet. I call this segment Internet Shite. Yes.
That sounds like fuck you, David Chandler.
What is that? Fuck you, David Chandler. Internet Shite sounds like fuck you, David Chandler.
Oh.
I'm not sure I follow his reference there, Scott.
There's a fuck you, David Chandler tune.
Okay, it sounds like that.
It's similar. It's not exactly that. But.
All right. Well, I want to show you this. One of my favorite comedians, and it's a shame that he's no longer with us. It's sad the way he left us. Is Robin Williams. Robin Williams. I liked him ever since I, of course, so I'd go back to the Mork and Mindy days. You go back to the Reality, What a Concept with his stand-up album, Scott and Bobby. Were you guys familiar with that? His stand-up album?
I didn't really watch his stand-up. I can't say I did. I'm more of just know about movies with him. And
so
I've watched some of his stand-up for sure, and I laughed my ass off, but I can't pinpoint what, where,
Right. Well, this wasn't anything that I watched. His album he had, my sister, God rest her soul, my oldest sister, who's no longer with us, Margie. She was a comedy fan too. I got it honest from my family. She liked comedy and stuff too. So she had, when the days of Mork and Mindy, she had Robin Williams' comedy album, Scott. And I didn't know that he was dirty. He was just Mork Nanu and all this shit. I had no idea that he was like comedian off the wall. I just knew him from Happy Days and Mork and Mindy and all that shit. So, what had happened was when my sister wasn't around, we would go into her record collection and we would play Reality, What a Concept by Robin Williams, and heard him say shit you would never hear him say on Mork and Mindy show, right?
Right.
So it's a fun album. If you ever have a chance to look it up on the internet or everything, I found an imported copy of it, but his stand-up's called Reality, What a Concept, and it's really, really good stand-up. Robin Williams was a well-known plagiarist. He would go watch sets and pay unknown comics. I find that hard to believe, Granny. I'm not saying that they didn't steal a joke or two, but bro, you can tell that guy was so fucking original, and he did so much like free association off of the top of his head, bro. He would just go. But anyway, I'm just saying all of this to show that one time, of all people, I don't know if there was an old gorilla, this Coco the gorilla, that was a famous gorilla, and it was known to be upset, and they studied this. They had a lot of human communication. They would talk and flash pictures and all kind of stuff, trying to show the similarities between humans and apes. And so Coco was upset one time, and Robin Williams went into its enclosure, and the following happened right here. Robin Williams finally made Coco the gorilla smile back in the day. Look at that. He seems very comfortable and in his element, like communicating with this. Look at this. It's a real monkey gorilla. Yeah, so there was reports at the time that the Coco was becoming non-responsive, wasn't acting the way that it did. I kind of remember this at the time, and he kind of took it upon himself to go try to cheer up this gorilla at the time, Scott. I think he felt empathy for it.
Yeah, I vaguely remembering this as I'm watching it.
Ain't that something? Yeah, I this came up on my feed, and I wanted to pull it up again. Tickle, tickle. I know. Tony and Barry. There you go. I thought that was really good. Well, played in my ear still. So I thought that was cool. And I'm glad you kind of remember it, Scott, because it's one of those things that kind of slipped my mind. I'm like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember like everybody feeling bad for this gorilla. And he kind of went in and did that.
Right.
And then Granny, like I said, I don't doubt that he probably did what you say, bro, but I've seen him do so much comedy over the years that I can kind of forgive that, let's continue on it.
Right. Especially if he paid them,
Well, that's another thing too. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can't deny his just like in the moment brilliance. I mean, he could just free associate and just riff with anybody. Tony and Perry.
Well,
yes.
You know what was great? Like he would come. I remember back in the day, he would come on these talk shows.
Yeah.
And he would just be the life of the fucking party.
Energy
You
the whole
know?
time.
Like,
Energy,
yeah.
energy. That manic energy,
Dude,
Bobby.
yeah,
Nick.
he was always on. You know, always on.
You know, I've known some other people that have that energy, Bobby Nick, and the person that I'm thinking of was a Vietnam veteran, brother, and he had that kind of energy too, where he it's like if there was a quiet moment, Bob, it's like he constantly just talked and had a motor. I think because when they get still for a minute, the intrusive thoughts creep in. That's my theory, buddy. And I think it's unfortunate because I think Robin, he couldn't fight his intrusive thoughts and stuff like that anymore. Somebody that on the surface was so happy, but yet fighting his own demons in the sign. Spontaneously funny all the time. Like Bobby Nick said, he could just take whatever situation was going on in a talk show or in a room, and he would be the life of it, and he would seize upon it and make the funniest joke out of anything that was going on there.
Yep.
So I like that. So I kind of wanted to bring back that moment. Bobby Nick, we haven't heard you screaming horror yet today.
No, I haven't even talked to Wendy today.
Well, I'm sorry if I triggered it, buddy, but I'm assuming that when you get those screams of horror, you're probably not seeing any kind of bathroom that looks like this one. Let me think of some sound on it.
What's going on in the bathroom here, dude?
Dude, don't forget to wipe.
All right, hold on. What's going on here? Gosh, look at
That bottom one.
You get rickrolled. That is so freaking awesome.
Oh my God.
Now, I'm guessing that's not the toilet you got the picture from, Bobby Nick, right?
No,
Oh
not
my
at all.
God.
No.
A different flavor. I like your showers. So this is an artist down here in Sarasota. This is Guap. And this is his furry
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
It's also a disco.
A fucking disco. Look, they got disco.
Something comes from the night as a disco ball. Dude, you're genius.
Yeah, because like Butter Dishes always had the DJ booth. They have like the penthouse.
That's
suites
right.
Oh, you got the old boom boxes. Oh, I got only about one or two of them, man. Look at that
I haven't
collection.
seen one of these in years.
I don't have any of my old boom boxes.
I still got one or two. I got one on my workbench, Bobby Nick. Wow.
No.
I'm playing in my head. There you go. So no bathroom pictures from that. Mandy Diff says that most depressed people are the happiest because they don't want anyone to feel like them. Yeah, so that right. So he had that facade, all that energy, and that gets exhausting trying to be that happy and be that person all the time, especially when you're not feeling that way inside.
Yes, Mandy Diff. I feel that because no matter how happy I am, I always suffer with my depression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you let that shit out. You let that shit out, Andrew. You don't try to hide it. You fucking let that shit out on every show. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was trying to own the opposite of that, but yeah, that's what he's. The most depressed people, they don't want to be like the pat or the wet blanket of the party, so they fake it until they make it. Andrew, they act like they're a lot happier than they are. Probably fair to say that a lot of us do that, and certainly you, Andrew, with your pains and stuff. You come on here. Excuse me, hello, cough. You come on here in days when you don't exactly feel good, and you cheer up the people, buddy, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
So you might not tell everybody about your aches and pains. You come on here and act like a knucklehead. So that's kind of how you do it. Granny's still on this. His plagiarist tendencies were actually beneficial to the community. I don't think it was a bad thing. So the Junkster says, yeah, demons are loud sometimes.
Yeah. Fuck up.
Is that Tom Maybe? Tom Maybe? I don't think so. That's the shit right there, says Mandy Diff about that one. Oh, I like discos, says our friend. The face no. Ooh, wow. Switzerland says, can that be built on a plane? I can't say, I don't know. Put that in an airplane. Mandy Diff checks and says, Andrew, I actually understand though. Love, I think guys, we are Andrew's therapy. We are absolutely. Look, Mandy, I'm glad you bring that up, Mandy. We're not only Andrew's therapy, we're all each other's therapy.
That's what I was just about to say, Bobby friend. Yeah, for sure. I'd rather be on a fucking podcast with you guys and not have to sit and think about, shitty things in my life.
There you go.
And yeah, I mean, you guys helped me get away from a lot of shit.
Can I say something?
I agree. Yes, you can say
When
that.
I was in Wisconsin, you guys actually saved my life a few times.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because
hit the like button.
When
Scott's pepping it up.
They're alone or not having anybody. I wanted to not be here.
Well, that's not good, Andrew. But we're glad that we make it worth your time to stay around with us. And that's why we all gather here every day, folks. That's what the vibe is all about. It's about 3 hours of trying to be positive because, Bob, we all have little stories we talk about little things that may be bothering us right before airtime or stuff that's going on that we never share with anybody. But like Bobby said, you much rather, even if you're feeling bad about all your stuff, you much rather, we're blessed to have this group, but we much rather be here where we can kind of all share it together.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do a podcast.
Many days.
Then I get on and it's like, boom. I don't know. Somehow I'm all livened up and I'm with my friends and it's go time,
I've learned, yes, Bob, I've learned to ignore that little part of me because many times I've struggled with, am I really ready today? Am I up for this? Do I feel up to it? But then I've also noticed that is, like you said, the minute that we hit the go button, man, it's something about being around it and being on that makes you forget all about that and forget that you maybe weren't feeling up to doing a show maybe that particular day, buddy.
Exactly, yeah.
There you go. Well, I'm glad we're having a little mini therapy session here in the middle of the vibe, doing like internet shite and therapy. But I got another piece for you. Well, let me see if I don't have one or two more that I want to play before I make that my last one. All right. This one is a pretty good one. Oh, Scott, it's our boy, and Bobby Nick, it's our boy. It's Corbin Millette. He does the shit with his parents' house. And this time, what he's doing with his parents' house, and I also believe this is a little insight, Scott, of why his parents tolerate this, because boy's getting mad coin by doing this. He's throwing a party at his parents' surprise party without leaving the house is what he's doing. Here goes. Let's see how the parents like it, Bob.
My parents a surprise party without leaving the house.
To show my parents some appreciation, I wanted to throw them the ultimate surprise party. But I don't really know what I'm doing, so I went to DoorDash to get some help and throw them the ultimate party.
So that's the whole thing. Look, he's got a DoorDash deal, Scott.
Right. Okay,
So they basically shipped all of this stuff to the house, and he's getting paid. He's promoting it, and this is how this kid's getting away with this shit. Oh, Mom's smiling.
Where did you get all this stuff? I use DoorDash. Can't believe you can DoorDash a grill.
Oh, guess I'm gonna
I didn't know that. You could DoorDash a grill.
have fun.
Let's see it, Mom.
You can
DoorDash all the games. Look, she's
DoorDash too.
I got next.
Get up there, Dad.
she's actually smiling, Scott.
Right.
She hasn't lost her shit yet. Uh-oh, wait a minute. She might now.
Can you DoorDash me some cleaning supplies so we can clean this all up when we're done?
Throwing my parents
Boy,
a
Mom is
surprise.
smiling a lot, Bobby Nick. She must have heard what her son was getting paid to do that ad because Mom wasn't pissed off at nothing on that one,
I
Scott.
know. That's weird.
That's the happiest way. Mom must have got paid that day, son. She did not care about that shit at all. Normally, Mom ain't having it. Well, there you go. All right. The other day I played like a banjo version of Mario Kart. You guys remember that? And Andrew did. It's a Mario. It was funny. I so badly want to make that a short, Scott. But as you know, they kind of limit you when you try to put music in on shorts and everything.
Right.
It's me, Mario.
So I don't know if they would let me, if it would get too far in the algorithm. But look, I found another way that the Mario music, this whole generational thing is going on, Scott and Bobby, Nick, everybody, check this out. What if you went out to a live place, and I hope Vinny's somewhere around because he was talking about playing video games earlier. What if you played a video game, but you had the live music being played with you as you played the game? A live band playing the sounds during a live video game playing. Look, they're playing a game. vibe here. We're watching some live Mario Kart. That's right, they're playing Mario Kart live in a club with live accompaniment.
Nice.
These are for now.
How about that? You like that, guys? That was pretty cool.
Let's say that again.
Again. All right. I'll do yes.
I did. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. And I definitely wanted you to see this, Vinny. So remember the other day I played the banjo version of Mario Kart and
Yeah.
Banjo, he reacted to it and all that.
It's me, Mario.
Well, bro, now you can go out to like live clubs and you can play Mario Kart in the club with a live band accompanying the music rather than the video game music. Listen to this. The start, right? That's cool.
I see they were smart. They held X instead of waiting. Give you a jump boost. That is awesome.
Ain't that tight? This is in Columbus, Ohio, Andrew.
Oh man.
There you go. That's what it was, Vinny.
Out there on wonderful vacation.
Absolutely.
Kick fucking ass. Show again for Vinny. Vinny, we took care of that. So Chunkster liked it. He thought it was nice. I'm glad you all did, folks. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up this segment and probably wrap up this show, folks, because I'm going to remind you, because we overdid it when when 3 hours isn't enough time to fit the fun in, we go into at 3 minutes past the hour, 4 minutes now. That's exactly where we're at, Scott. I got one more for you. I guess we've all had jobs over the years and came and went. I just made a recent change after working a long time in printing. I'm kind of trying to do this more full time now, do a couple shows or whatever. But I guess maybe all of us have probably dreamed one point or another of quitting in a grand fashion, Scott. So let's wrap up this segment of Internet Shite with this.
What the hell is this?
Guys, what is this? Guys, all of you out right now.
Jared, I'm here to tell you that I'm quitting.
This is how you quit. That's how you do it. That's Internet Shite. And with that, folks, I'm spent.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Could you do me a favor and find out the name of that place? Because what me and my family are going to do, we're going to take a trip once a year to any place I want. And if you find...
Andrew, I love you, but if you choose to take vacation,
yeah, man,
for a bar,
Yeah,
he just likes the scene, man.
Yeah, man. Like maybe if there's other attractions, the world's largest ball of yarn.
Ball of yarn. Well, it happens to be in any location. Columbus, Ohio is where it is, Andrew, is all I got so far. Columbus, Ohio is what I'm seeing on the video.
Yes.
Step out, Columbus.
Bowling Hall of Fame.
I have a splinter in my hand. I can't get it out.
Andrew will do it. He'll suck it out.
Yeah,
He'll
right?
get it out.
Shit, I'm about to do surgery on myself.
All right, folks. Well, we are going to wind down this episode of The Vibe. This has been the Vibe Stream Show 308. I want to thank anyone and everyone joining us from Andrew the Giant 96, Andrew's Facebook, from BF Live The Vibe on YouTube, Rumble, and my Facebook. I hope you enjoyed your Wednesday, or we made it a little better, folks, but we're not done having fun with you. I'm going to give it a go around for Andrew. We're going to do our plugs because Bobby Nick's doing a show immediately after this show that you're going to want to be around. Andrew, what's your last words or plugs for a Wednesday, buddy?
Andrew the Giant 96.
That's right.
On YouTube. We got Andrew ABC 95 on Instagram. We got Andrew the Giant 1996 on Rumble. We have Twitter, Andrew41, and that horny wheelchair guy.
And the horny wheelchair guy, who I'm still threatening. We might bring back that segment. We're going to do a little horny wheelchair guy where we'll show you some of when Andrew reached out in the sexy fashion to some of his favorite people that are in the industry. And when Andrew says industry, he means porn. So that's our boy Andrew. Thanks for joining us today and every day. Thanks, my boy Vinny, for being here. I hope you get that splinter out real soon. Absolutely. But I'm going to take you over to Scott Fitzpatrick, the current and frozen NXT champion, I think he is. Scott, are you frozen? Yes, he is. He's currently frozen. So he might have just checked right out because we're going to move it right over to Bobby. Oh, there, wait a minute. He's back. He's trying. His shot changed, but I'm going to turn it over to Bobby Nick now. I'll let his computer do its thing because Bobby Nick is the one that's going to be busy right after this show. It's 8 minutes after 3, and Bobby Nick's got more fun for you right after this show, Bob. Tell him where to go.
Well, you can check me out in the lounge, motherfuckers. Yeah, I do a little music video request show over on Rumble, and for the low price of $1, you can see your music video request on my show. So go to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show, or just search up The Bobby Nick Show on rumble.com. And then tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, Kyoto Whiskers better have a bandana with him or he will be fired.
Oh,
and if you want to see the firing or the banana, whatever happens, I don't know. Go to at Bobby Nick 1978 and grab a membership. It's only $4.99 because it's members only, guys, tonight.
Yeah. So I hear, and going back on some of the Kyoto talk that we've had here on the Vibe, is that Kyoto didn't make out so well with the drinking competition you promoted against Brutal Pain. I understand you kind of drank him under the table, right?
Oh, it was no contest.
There you go. That's the kind of fun stuff. So he got beat in the drinking contest. Let's see if he shows up with a banana or if he's fired tonight. You only show up if you're a member over there on Bobby Nick. Was that 1978? Is that your YouTube?
Yeah, Bobby Nick.
And that link's been running throughout the entirety of this show. All of our friends. Yep. He's trying, Scott. Your signal is hella bad. We just heard a couple words come through, buddy. I kept you over on the screen. He says, yes, we can hear you. I'm froze. I didn't know Andrew had a wooden penis. Wow. What he's getting with his signal, guys. Okay, damn, where'd the time go, says FJM. 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's a lot of fun to have in one day, but we're not going to not just done today. We do it every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3, right here on The Vibe. So please, go over to the lounge immediately. Oh, he dropped out finally. Immediately following this show. You won't be sorry. I've been over there before. It's $1 a song. The Rumble link is running throughout the entirety show in this chat. It's very easy to make your way over there if you just click that link running in the chat for Bobby Nick over there on Rumble. I'll see some of you over there maybe. Bobby Nick will be spinning your favorite tunes for $1 a piece right after this show. So for my boy Andrew, who did a great job staying awake for most of the show today, Vinny, Darren slipping on the side, our new friend Darren, Bobby Nick, Scott Fitzpatrick, and everybody that joined us today from over the Andrew the Giant 96. Thank you for being here today, and please join us tomorrow, Thursday, for more positive vibes right here on The Vibe. Peace and love, folks. It's not bye, it's just bye for now, and we'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Go over to Bobby Nick 1978, and I'll see you tomorrow right here on The Vibe, folks. Have a great Wednesday. Ooh, have a great Thursday tomorrow. Bye.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.